by Credit Human. Log on to credithuman.com to become a member today. UTSA Roadrunner football is next on the UTSA Sports Network.
Prestige ER is a fully equipped, full-service emergency room. We listen to every patient and make sure you get the best possible care. The benefits are short waits, our personalized approach.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drama-filled holiday party of the season. The NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Stuffed like a stocking.
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers. And cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus.
When it comes to making fantasy picks on your favorite players, you want excitement, but you also want a platform you can trust. Better Picks is available in over 30 states. So if you're hearing this, it's probably available for you.
Better Picks is safe, secure, and super easy to use. Just pick more or less on your favorite player stats and put your skills to the test.
With Better Picks, you get the thrill of playing for up to 1,000 times your cash. So go ahead, make your picks and play for big wins with super fast payouts and withdrawals.
Go to betterpicks.com, BETRpicks.com, or download Better on the app or Play Store and use promo code RADIO to play for up to 1,000 times your cash. Plus, new users get up to a $200 match on their first deposit and join thousands playing across the U.S.
Must be 21 or older and in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned with your play? Call the NCPG at 1-800-522-4700.
It's like Christmas. It takes a while to get here, and then it's gone in the blink of an eye. Today in South Carolina, UTSA will end the 2024 campaign in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, earning a trip to the postseason for the 5th straight year. This is not an easy task, and as Jeff Traylor reflects back on his time here, while fans may take UTSA's football success for granted, he never has, nor will he ever.
I have done this long enough. I tried to remind all of you while we were going on those historic runs, how historic that was and how hard that was and how much we need to enjoy it. We're not much different than those teams. You're a few plays away from having the same records every year we've been here together. We've never taken that for granted, but we've also never had that low of a season until we turn that thing around.
It has been almost a month since UTSA played its last game, a loss to Army. But despite that loss, Jeff Traylor says it was the cleanest and most efficient game the Roadrunners played all year long. And Devin McEwen, who hadn't played since the Rice game, reminded us just how dynamic he is.
2 wide receivers on the left, 3 to the right, and 6, 7 in the box for Army. They throw the slant pattern, caught by McEwen. First down, 20, 15, 10, cuts right 5, touchdown. Devin McEwen scores.
And in the fourth quarter, UTSA would add one more score with Brandon High cutting Army's lead to 6.
Wide receiver either side, tight end and wing back right. And they're going to hand it to Brandon High up the middle, in the end zone, untouched, touchdown, Brandon High. And UTSA is back in it. It's 29-23 with 9:10 to go.
UTSA got the stop they needed on defense, but fell just a little bit short, and Army won by 5. Today, UTSA will play this Myrtle Beach Bowl game against Coastal Carolina. And while technically it's a neutral field, there's no question in this team's mind that UTSA is playing a road game and has a chance to win its first game of the year away from the Alamo Dome and to make up for the near misses that they've experienced on the road this season.
Kind of a way to make amends for a season where we felt like we did not achieve what we were capable of, just to be very honest with you. We beat us in the middle of the ball, in my opinion. Obviously the injuries had a huge factor in all that, but it's really allowed us to get some guys out there that wouldn't have been, that are playing really good ball right now. Now, if I can just hold on to all of them, talk them all into coming back, and me and Bob and Martin and April could raise enough money. And then when the revenue share kicks in July, UTSA takes care of me, and we can take care of them. We're going to all just be fine.
Finally, this is an even more difficult time of the year for all schools. The transfer portal and players making life decisions has made it difficult for players to have to choose their loyalties. And Jeff Traylor knows it isn't sustainable to keep this going.
While currently, guys on our team that have handled it correctly, who walked in my office, they want to play. We recruited them here, they've been beaten out, and they want to go start somewhere, which they can and have the right to. There are other schools literally telling them right now, if they don't come on their visit, right now, they're not going to take them. So now they're having to decide whether they're going to play in the bowl game for a team they're not going to play for next year, or desert their teammates who are counting on them in the bowl game to go take care of their future. You've got an academic calendar, but we're not setting the football schedule by the academic calendar. We've got to change the football calendar to match the academic calendar, or we had to change the academic calendar to match the football calendar. This is not that complicated.
The final gift of the season, this bowl game, is UTSA's 13th of the year. They'll unwrap it in just a few minutes, and it will be a long 249 days before we do it again. Standing in their way is Coastal Carolina, who's also trying to do the same thing and disappointed that their season hasn't been better. How do you like your eggs? It's breakfast from the beach. It's UTSA and Coastal Carolina. Kickoff in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Next.
From the UTSA Sports Network, UTSA Roadrunner Football is on the air. UTSA Roadrunner Football is brought to you by UT Health San Antonio, the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. By North Park Subaru, proud member of the K-League Auto Group. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. By USAA, the official military appreciation sponsor of UTSA Athletics. By Credit Human, become a member today. Visit credithuman.com. By the law offices of Wainwright, the official injury attorneys of the UTSA Sports Network. By Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, the only call you need to make. IdealPrecisionRoofing.com. By Frost Bank, we're from here. And by HEB, a proud sponsor of UTSA Athletics. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Roadrunners, Andy Everett.
The mark of any great organization is consistency, especially when you are consistently great. And in the 5 years that Jeff Traylor has traversed the sidelines for UTSA, his teams have been a model of success. We are certainly spoiled by back-to-back conference championships in 21 and 22, but still had successful seasons the last 2 years. And the Roadrunners are on the verge of another winning season if they can cap off 2023 with their second straight bowl win. From Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina, welcome to the Myrtle Beach Bowl. I'm Andy Everett along with Jay Riley, Ed Suarez, Pat Evans, Dan Walders, and our studio coordinator, Shane Carter. Thank you so much for spending your Monday morning with us. Before we share the keys to the game, let's pause for identification on the UTSA Sports Network.
KTKR San Antonio. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
The keys to the game are brought to you by North Park Subaru, part of the K-League family. And Jay, first of all, everybody's going to have to adapt on the fly today. Neither team really knows what to expect from personnel. That could change as the day goes along, as they go deeper into their depth chart, and those adjustments are going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be ready to play. Practice has been even more important, especially for the Chanticleers, as they have had to replace a lot of people. But UTSA comes in here confident, playing well, absolutely the best they've played all season. They just have to continue to play smart football.
The defense has been spectacular, and they have to put pressure on a freshman quarterback. All the measurables are there for the quarterback, Tad Hudson, but he's not played in a setting like this against a defense as good as UTSA's.
Measurables don't mean anything until you get out on the field and do it. And, you know, he hasn't suffered adversity, but he's also not been hit in the mouth yet. And I think UTSA
everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the mouth, right? UTSA prides itself on running the football. I don't know yet whether we'll see Robert Henry or not. I did not see him warming up. But Brandon High, Bryson Donnell, Will Henderson will carry the rock today. And Jeff Traylor is huge when it comes to running the football. He wants that to be the calling card of this team.
Absolutely. They've got to run the football. They've done it better in the second half of the season, especially the last few weeks. They've turned out explosive plays, and that has really helped the average. But Jeff Traylor and his staff will not get away from the run, even if it's not working.
And 22 straight games with a takeaway. Jess Lepp and the defense would like a few more of those.
And I think they'll have an opportunity today. I think a young freshman quarterback and an experienced UTSA defense and a defense that'll get after you might force some bad throws.
Those are the keys to the game, brought to you by North Park Subaru, a member of the K-League family. Let's get to our officiating crew today. Rodney Burnett is the referee. The umpire is Jonathan Forte. Bob Pritchett's the head linesman. Stephen Henley is the line judge. The field judge is Maurice Pierre. The back judge, Terry Woodford. Center judge, Greg Mitchell. Replay official, Matt Stelegas. Communicator, Joel Hilliard. And the alternate official is Doug Mercer. The captains are making their way to midfield right now for the coin toss. UTSA is the designated home team in this game. And so Coastal Carolina will call the toss when we head down to the field here in just a little bit.
Andy, is Coach Traylor sending a message by sending all 4 captains out there that are defensive players?
All right, man, welcome to the 2024 Myrtle Beach Bowl. Coastal Carolina, you have been designated the visiting team, and we'll call our toss. What is your call?
Tails.
Tails.
Tails is the call.
It is a tail.
So UTSA is going to get the ball first.
I thought he said we want to receive.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I think Jeff got just what he wanted, whether he won the toss or not. I heard we'll receive.
I'm surprised.
I am too.
But that just feeds right into what UTSA would like to do, because that means they're going to get the ball to start the second half, and we'll get to that shortly. It's time for the BMW Ultimate Road Report. One lucky fan this year, Nicole Salazar, won the Ultimate home game at the Temple game, an historic Maverick hotel stay downtown, and she got to drive a luxurious BMW X7 SUV. Be sure to check out goutsa.com/promotions to register for future BMW promotions. It's the BMW Ultimate Game Weekend. Let's go down to the sideline for our first Ideal Precision Roofing call to the sideline. And Ed, I know it's warming up because the sun's out. Looks like the Roadrunners are ready to go.
Yeah, they're fired up. They're ready. They're excited. And as a personal aside, I didn't get a chance the first go around in the broadcast booth to go to a bowl game, so I am also very excited to be here.
Absolutely. Every time the runners score a touchdown and make a 2-point conversion, it's an 8-point possession. And earlier this year, UTSA student Tristan Beltran won $888 in the North Texas game. It's brought to you by Wayne Wright, the official injury attorneys of UTSA Athletics. You can go to the promotions page on the UTSA app and register to win your $888 today. It's time for the opening kickoff, brought to you by Taco Bell. Don't miss your chance to win free Taco Bell for a year and other great offers. All you have to do is play the UTSA and Taco Bell Spin to Win game. Visit goutsa.com/Taco Bell all season long to play. Roadrunners in black uniforms, they're 3-0 in these uniforms, and they're going to get as much use as they can out of them because JT Clark wants it that way, and whatever JT Clark wants, that's what's going to happen. UTSA will kick to the Chanticleers. They have teal pants, teal helmets, and white jerseys, and teal numbers on those jerseys. And UTSA will kick it from right to left and with the north wind to start the game.
And I'm a little concerned Tate might put this one in the street with the wind at his back.
The street is definitely in play at this angle. The scoreboard is in the south end zone. Here we go with the kick, and Tate puts the big toe in this one. Line drive kick, and it's going to scoot out the back of the end zone, and the Chanticleers will have it at the 25-yard line. The scoreboard is basically creating a little bit of a shadow on the goal line and out to about the 7-yard line, and that's the only part of the field that's not in sunshine, and that certainly makes a difference. The wind is a little bit more of a factor than we thought it would be. It's probably about 15 to 20 right now from the north, so that makes it a little bit cooler, but the sun being out certainly helps. And last time we were in these conditions was at Army, and the sun was out some of the time, and it was cloudy the rest of the time. I don't think we're going to have any issues with clouds today. The quarterback is Tad Hudson, and his main running back today will be Brandon Bennett. He puts 2 wide receivers to the right, and we get a flag on the first play of the game.
Play game. Offense,
5-yard penalty remains first down.
And so it will be 1st and 15 as they couldn't get the playoff in time.
Coastal Carolina coaching staff is going to have to help this freshman out and get the plays in quicker so he has time to process and get everything in motion. A late play call there cost him 5 yards.
2 wide receivers on the right side, same formation with a tight end on the right. He switches to the right side. Here's a handoff to Bennett, running right, nowhere to go. He gets back to the 20-yard line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 15.
Brandon Brown, they've gone with some size, a couple of 300-pounders on the defensive line. Brandon Brown, Christian Clayton, Cyrus Simon is a fast edge rusher. This is going to be fun to watch.
Well, we already get a stoppage. I think there's a clock issue.
Well, the clock only ran 5 seconds on the opening play.
Please reset the game clock to 14:44.
And they're working their way down to 14:44, and they'll reset everything here because the play clock didn't start to 40 after that run either. So they'll reset it to 25, and now they'll wind everything, and Coastal will have 24 seconds to snap it here. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Ball's pretty much in the middle of the field. They empty the gun, and we got another whistle. And we're going to get a false start in the
false start. Offense number 18.
This game
5-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
This game has gotten off to a less than stellar start for Coastal Carolina. They've had 2 penalties in 1 play.
It's not unexpected. I mean, there's so many players that haven't played together before. Your starting quarterback is actually the guy who was 3rd string, hasn't thrown a pass this year, a freshman. So I'm sure Coach Beck is trying to get it straight here.
2nd down and 20, and he'll throw out till he's pump fakes, and now he's going to fire deep downfield, and it's caught at the 32-yard line. Terrific catch by Jamison Tucker, and they get it all the way out to the 32, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7, picking up 17 on that play.
Nice pass by the freshman there. He had some time in the pocket, found his guy downfield, delivered it on time and on target. Now a much more manageable 3rd down.
Seneca Mackay comes wide right. 2 wide receivers on the left and a wing back on the left. They keep the running back in the game. Hudson back to throw, has time, too much time. Now pump fakes and runs to the sideline. He's going to get the 1st down, and he's tripped up across the 40-yard line to about the 43. UTSA had a pin back, but a big play on 2nd down gives them that 3rd down opportunity.
Yeah, congratulate the freshman, Tad Hudson there. He saw the opening. He saw he could get the 1st down, and he took it, came to the near sidelines, got tripped up, but all the way out to the 44-yard line.
They're going to go with a double tight end set this time. Zach Courtney lines up tight right, and Cade Barron winds up on the left side. And now they're going to send a man in motion, hand it to Bennett coming left. He runs into the Roadrunners and nowhere to go. Brandon Bennett's going to lose a couple of yards back to the 42-yard line.
Danye Taylor shot the gap, came in there, made great contact, stood him straight up, and then waited for help. And another loss on a running play. Coastal Carolina wants to run the ball desperately with a freshman quarterback. They want to establish a running game, but UTSA is going to try to make them one-dimensional, make them throw the ball.
Elijah Newell in the game as an extra defensive back for UTSA. 2nd down and 12. Blitz from the left side, and back to pass is Hudson, and he is swarmed and sacked by several Roadrunners all the way back to the 35-yard line.
Big Brandon Brown was the first one to get there. Danye Taylor came on a blitz. It was really a reunion in the backfield for the UTSA defensive line as they got to Hudson, dropped him for another loss, bringing up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 19 coming up for the Chanticleers. Line of scrimmage is 35 on the left-hand hash mark. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Empty the gun at the snap. Back to pass. Hudson running and nowhere to go. He'll fall down at the 32, 33-yard line, and it'll be punting time for Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina trying to go with the screen pass there. That's what you do with a real aggressive defense. UTSA is not only aggressive, they're experienced. Read the screen, drop back to it, nowhere for Hudson to go with the ball. All he could do was try to pick up what he could. Drop for another loss, 4th and 16 now.
Chris Carpenter's back to receive the kick. Good to see him back in action. He missed the Army game after being hurt in the Temple game. And he stands with his eyes shaded at the 30-yard line and he's going to let this one bounce at the 40, and it's going to take a Chanticleer bounce and end up around the 20-yard line, still going inside the 20. I don't think he can see it very well, and it's all the way down to the 17, and that's where the UTSA offense will get started.
Chris Carpenter is one that he's going to field that ball if he can. It was a very, very short punt. Looks like we're going to get a break here before UTSA has their first offensive series.
11:31 to play in the first quarter. No score. Roadrunners' first possession coming up next. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
You know when you said come over for the fight? We thought you meant your house.
You guys want another round of Bud Lights?
Service is better here. And so is the beer.
Bud Light is back as the official beer sponsor of UFC. Enjoy responsibly.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drama-filled holiday party of the season. The NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Like a stocking.
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers. And cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day on ESPN and ABC.
When it comes to making fantasy picks on your favorite players, you want excitement, but you also want a platform you can trust. Better Picks is available in over 30 states. So if you're hearing this, it's probably available for you.
Better Picks is safe, secure, and super easy to use. Just pick more or less on your favorite player stats and put your skills to the test.
With Better Picks, you get the thrill of playing for up to 1,000 times your cash. So go ahead, make your picks and play for big wins with super fast payouts and withdrawals.
Go to betterpicks.com, BETRpicks.com, or download Better on the App or Play Store and use promo code RADIO to play for up to 1,000 times your cash. Plus, new users get up to a $200 match on their first deposit and join thousands playing across the U.S.
Must be 21 or older and in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned with your play? Call the NCPG at 1-800-522-4700.
.com.
Compare HEB prices any store. They check and compare thousands of prices on the things used to gear up for the game, so you can fill up your cart without emptying your wallet. When it comes to UTSA football, no store does more than your HEB, a proud supporter of UTSA athletics. Roadrunners will have their first possession after getting a stop. They'll start at the 17-yard line, moving into the sun right to left. The sun is this stadium is not quite exactly north-south, but pretty much. And it's going to be a pretty high sun and should go behind the stadium by the time we get to the second half. Owen McCown is the quarterback, and the running back for UTSA is High. Brandon High, the redshirt freshman from Spring, Texas, in to Owen's left for now. A two tight end set with a wing back on the left side and a wide receiver on the right. McCown spins in the backfield, dumps it off to High. He catches at the 15, runs forward to the 25 and out around the 27-yard line. And that'll be close to a first down on Brandon High. He was the safety valve out there in the flat, and UTSA is able to move the ball to the 26 for a gain of about 8. They switch High to the right side of McCann, and they're going to hand it to him coming up the middle. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, fighting for yards, gets to the 32, and that'll be a first down for the Roadrunners.
Great balance with High. He was hit a couple of times, able to keep his feet, push forward, and still pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards.
UTSA goes in with a quick tempo, and they're going to give it to High going right this time, and he submarines under the offensive line and gets out to about the 33. That will be a 3-yard pickup. Second down coming up for the Roadrunners. Dishman and Overmeyer come in the game for UTSA. Chris Carpenter stays out there along with Devin McEwen. And it is the second down and about 8 for UTSA. They send McEwen in motion from the right side to the left. And they're going to play fake it, throw a screen pass to McEwen, runs right up the middle, 45-50. He's still going into shot to clear territory, still going to the 40-yard line. He's all the way down to the 38. That is going to be a gain of, let me do the math here, 27. First down, and I think McEwen may have gotten hurt on the tackle.
Yeah, McEwen might have got his leg. Yeah, it was one of those plays where the defensive back kind of jumped and pulled his legs up and landed on the right ankle of McEwen and dragged him down. It's going to be one of those tackles that I think is going to be illegal in the NFL next year, if not this year already. But McEwen seemed to be in a lot of pain. He got rolled up. I think it's going to be some right leg injury.
Yeah, he's walking on pretty good right now. In the Rice game, on the touchdown pass he caught in the fourth quarter as part of UTSA's comeback, he got hurt. He pulled a hamstring on the catch. UTSA has had about 4 or 5 instances this year where somebody scored and got hurt on the play in which they scored. That happened to Brandon High at the East Carolina game, and it happened to Devin, and I think it's happened a couple other times. I think even Oscar's injury was on a catch and score. So UTSA has it into shot to clear territory at the 39. It's first down from the right-hand hash. They work from the pistol on this series, and they're going to play fake it and back to pass and getting sacked. They clothesline tackle all the way back to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that came right up the gut.
It was Diamantis Diggs, one of the defensive ends, and nobody blocked him. And UTSA loses yardage back to the 47, 48-yard line. They need to make the 29 for a first down. It'll be second down and 19. Second down. They stay in the gun. Bryson Donnell in at running back for UTSA. And Overmeyer in motion. Throw a screen pass out in the flat to Amador. Caught 50 and gets whacked as he gets across the 45 to the about 44-yard line. David, I think, saw a seam, but the Chanticleers closed that up in a hurry. It'll be third down. Ball's on the 30, on the 44. And UTSA needs to get to the 29, so it's 3rd and 15. Trips to the right. Now Sparkman leaves one of those slot positions on the right and comes to the left. And McCown takes the shotgun snap and fires right sideline. Caught at the 40 by Carpenter. He's going to be shoved out of bounds at the 36. UTSA shy of the first down. It is in Tate Sandell field goal range, but it'll be about 53 from here, even though it's kind of not, the wind is not kind of a factor right now. What wind there is would be helping him. But the UTSA offense staying on the field on fourth down here. They need about 6 or 7 to pick up this first down.
Officially 4th and 6th on the board.
Carpenter goes in motion from slot left to the right. He joins Amador on the far side. There's 2 wide receivers on the left side for McCown. It's a 3-man front with 4 others in the box for the Chanticleers. And now McCown changes the play. And the play clock is down to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. They snap it just in time. And McCown's going to be flush from the pocket. Now takes off running, trying to get to the down marker. Head down. I don't think he got there. He got to the 30. He needed to get to the 29. And UTSA is going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, what an
offense number 53.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Penalties decline. Result of the play is first down for Coastal Carolina.
You know, at 190, I know McCown plays bigger than that, but if he was going to pick up that first down, he was going to have to go airborne because he's not going through many people. But he showed some real guts and some real energy trying to get up there and get that first down. Would have been negated by the holding call anyway. But UTSA definitely a good opening drive. If you were worried about rust being on the wheels, I think they showed that there's not going to be much rust at all. and move the ball down to the 30-yard line, but Coastal Carolina will take over there.
7:50 to play. Timeout. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
From gridlock to the gridiron, Subaru is committed to everyone arriving safely. Every Subaru at North Park Subaru starts with safety. From the award-winning EyeSight driver assist technology to the...
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then somebody walks into the elevator and says,
Happy Friday.
Then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drama-filled holiday party of the season, the NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Stuffed like a stocking.
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers, and cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus.
When it comes to making fantasy picks on your favorite players, you want excitement, but you also want a platform you can trust. Better Picks is available in over 30 states. So if you're hearing this, it's probably available for you.
Better Picks is safe, secure, and super easy to use. Just pick more or less on your favorite player stats and put your skills to the test.
With Better Picks, you get the thrill of playing for up to 1,000 times your cash. So go ahead, make your picks and play for big wins with super fast payouts and withdrawals.
Go to betterpicks.com, BETRpicks.com, or download Better on the app or Play Store and use promo code RADIO to play for up to 1,000 times your cash. Plus, new users get up to a $200 match on their first deposit and join thousands playing across the U.S.
Must be 21 or older and in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned with your play? Call the NCPG at 1-800-522-4700.
Roadrunner fans, Credit Human is proud to be an official sponsor of the Roadrunners. Check them out at credithuman.com and go Runners. First down for Coastal Carolina at the 30-yard line. And as soon as TV says we can go, the Chanticleers will start with two wide receivers on the right and one to the left for now. And the ball is on the left-hand hash mark. Owen Peewee in the game for UTSA. He backs up Danye Taylor, but quite often they play a lot together. And with a four-man front for UTSA, they're going to hand it up the middle to Bennett. He gets an arm tackle and breaks it and is going to get a first down across the 40 to the 41-yard line. UTSA did not wrap him up at the point of contact, and it's a 10-yard gain for a first down.
Yeah, nice job there breaking that tackle by Braden Bennett. Really, not much to break the tackle. It was an arm across the chest. He just ran through it and then gets the ball out to the 40-yard line. First down. Gain on first down.
I think Alex Walker's now in the game at quarterback, and he's going to go on a quarterback draw, just a straight run up the right side, gets over the 40-yard line out to about the 44. Alex Walker is another freshman. Actually, that was Kate Barong, and Kate's going to get a carry that time as he was in the Wildcats setup. Kate Barong wears 18, Walker wears 19, and the font on these uniforms for Coastal Carolina, the 6s, 8, and 9s all look alike. They got a wing on the right. They've got a full house backfield with an offset fullback. Now they switch Barong to the left side, and they put Hudson back in the game. And here's a run by Bennett off left tackle, and he's going to get near the 50, but not quite. He'll be at the 48-yard line. They'll have third down coming up. They need the 50-yard line to pick up the first down.
This is what Coastal Carolina wants to do. They run for almost 180 yards a game. They've got a freshman quarterback, very young back there, against a very experienced, seasoned UTSA senior heavy defense. They want to run this ball, and so far on this drive, they've been able to.
Two wide receivers stacked in an eye on the right side, one to the left. It's 3rd down and 2. Here's a quick hand up a fake pitch and a run up the middle. And this will be a 1st down as they get into UTSA territory for the first time at the 48-yard line. They did a really good job of faking the pitch to Bennett, and enough for about 4 yards to the Roadrunner 48.
Roadrunners reloading again as they bring in some different defensive players. It looks like Christian Clayton coming in, Brandon Brown. Put some more beef up there on that front line to slow down this run.
Cameron Wright comes wide to the right. They flex out a tight end, and they put 2 wide receivers stacked in an eye on the left side, just inside the numbers. 1st down, here's a double pass. They're going to throw a ball deep downfield. They got a wide open receiver, and he juggles it and misses it. Wide open downfield was the running back, Brandon Bennett, and it hit him right in the hands. It hit him a second time in the hands. He would have had either a touchdown or a long gain inside the 5, and he couldn't hold on. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, Brandon Bennett was wide open. It just took a while to get the ball down there. He threw it really high, which caught up in the north wind, and went from almost a touchdown to almost an interception as the UTSA trailing defensive back was almost able to get their hands on it. I think that was Brevin Randall in pursuit.
Kyrie Duplessis threw it. It was a pretty good pass, too. 2nd down and 10. And they're going to sweep to the left. And now back to the right. They come to the 50-yard line and about the 43. Nice run up the middle for Hudson as he was able to get some of the defense to bite on the handoff to the left to his backup running back, Matt Pack. But it's only a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Scoreboard saying 3rd and 5. UTSA has done a great job this year of getting off the field on 3rd down, somewhere around 30% on 3rd down conversions for the opposition. Need to get off the field here.
Barong in motion. They hand it to the running back in the backfield, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage and loses a couple of yards back to the 46-yard line.
That's the Caddyshack.
Martavius French that comes in there and gets the tackle.
That's the Caddyshack play right there. You'll get nothing in like it.
They got less than nothing there. They spot the ball at the 45. It'll be 4th down, and they're going to punt it again.
Now Carpenter's going to have to make an adjustment here. Even in pregame warmups, their punter was not banging it down there, and now he's kicking into probably a 10 to 12 mile an hour. Well, right now it's laying down, but you can't let that ball bounce and go 10 yards further.
Emil Sebafundi is their punter. Chris Carpenter's going to call for a fair catch and let it go, and it carries them into the end zone. They could not down it at the 1, I don't think. They're going to say they got it at the 1. I thought his momentum carried him into the end zone, but UTSA is going to be 99 yards away as they down it at the 1-yard line. Chris, I don't think can see it looking into that sun, and it's another situation where the Roadrunners are going to lose some yards on the punt.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, Andy, that the sun's right in his eyes.
Frost Bank is a proud sponsor of the Roadrunners, and they want you to make a winning financial call. Contact the Frost Banker for advice 24/7, day or night. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched...
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drama-filled holiday party of the season, the NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Stuffed like a stocking!
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers, and cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus.
.com.
UTL San Antonio is the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. See how UT Health San Antonio's brightest minds are making lives better at WeMakeLivesBetter.org. Ball's at the 1 yard line on the left-hand hash. UTSA going right to left. They switch the tight ends, Dishman and Overmeyer to the right side. McCown from 5 yards deep in his end zone with a hard count trying to draw them off sides. Now he's back in the shotgun formation, down to 12 on the play clock. And they'll snap it and hand it up the middle. And not much running room that time for Brandon High. He may have gotten a yard at most to the 2 yard line.
As Marion Gordon comes up from free safety and just fills the hole right in the middle and shuts High down. You're getting some single coverage against Carpenter. That won't go unnoticed from the UTSA offensive staff.
I think Henderson's in the game at running back. We'll check the number when he turns to where we can actually see it. Here's a snap back to McCown. He wants to throw from the end zone and fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. And McCown was dangerously close to backing out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he's just holding on to the ball so long. He's got to make a decision and get rid of it, especially standing in his own end zone. Sometimes you just throw it up there and trust your guy's going to go get it, especially one-on-one coverage on Carpenter on the near sidelines.
Andy, the running back is Bryson Donnell.
Bryson Donnell in at running back on the right side, and they're going to move Overmeyer to the left side. 4 wide receivers, 2 either side, no tight end on this play. McCown now is going to look at the sideline for the check with me play once again. And Bryson Donnell also gets the call. They are down to 4 on the play clock, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and here's the snap in the nick of time, and they're going to call a delay of game. And UTSA doesn't really care about the delay of game. They were not going to take a timeout here.
Penalties happen to the goal, 3rd down.
So it's either going to be 3rd and 10 from the 1 or 3rd and 10 from the half. And so Jeff Traylor was not going to burn a timeout, even though the play clock was going down there.
No, he was not. What he didn't want to see done is it rushed so much that it forces a turnover. So he just soon take the penalty than turn the ball over this deep in his own end of the field.
UTSA is going to back into the pistol. They bring in a couple of tight ends as Amador leaves the field. And now Coastal Carolina is going to make its by getting an extra defensive lineman in the game as Cohen Fuller, the nose guard, comes back in. It's 3rd down and 10 and a half. McCown takes the shotgun snap. They hand it right up the middle. And Donnell breaks 1 tackle, breaks the second one, but can only get out to the 7 yard line. And now a Coastal Carolina player is all over a couple of UTSA players, and they're trying to pull him off the pile. This may be a personal foul against Coastal.
Absolutely. The Coastal Carolina guy was on top of
Chris Carpenter.
Chris Carpenter and would not get off and was actually pushing harder down UTSA players. The flag was thrown before the UTSA players got there, which is going to indicate to me that this is going to be a 15-yard penalty against Coastal Carolina and a 1st down.
Well, and whoever, I think it was Devin McEwen or maybe one of the linemen came up to try to get the guy off of Chris Carpenter, and that about the time that flag was being thrown.
But he wasn't there yet.
Yes, exactly.
Excuse me. The culprit is number 30, Barry Brown.
Yeah, it was Kamar, Missouri that was coming up to help.
Yeah, I want him in my
and I would have cleared the area with Kamar, Missouri coming after me. They're having a long discussion, but without
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 35, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 55. Those fouls all set. That's both players' first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
And that is the official's first crappy call of the game because Kamar, Missouri never laid hands on him.
Yeah, he was just trying to get Chris off the pile.
Agreed, Jay. That was a terrible call.
So it'll be 4th down, and UTSA is going to have to punt it.
You know, if the official gets a second crappy call, can he be ejected from the game?
Kayla Hogan's going to come in to kick it away, and the Chanticleers will have somebody back around the 50-yard line. He does have the wind at his back that's kind of picked up a little bit, but still not much of a factor right now.
Yeah, he's got to get this one up in the jet stream and let it ride. The Coastal Carolina punt returners locked in at the 50.
End over end kick that's going to bounce to the 40. Take a big UTSA roll. Still going. And it's touched by Coastal, and they've fallen it all the way back to the 34. I think Coastal's going to recover, but they're still trying to unpile and figure out who's got the ball. There's no signal from the officials yet. And now a flag goes down. So we're going to get another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on somebody.
They'll call it offsetting somehow.
And they do rule that Coastal did recover, but that punt went way over the head of Trey Taylor. And I thought he touched it on a little bit of a deflection, but then a couple of other guys came in there to help him get the UTSA defenders out of the way. And Coastal certainly touched it and then fell on it back to the 29 or 34.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, receiving team number 26. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot, first down.
You want to talk about flipping the field, Andy. That was a good punt, almost out to the 47, and then it hits the ground and takes off. And then it's touched by Coastal Carolina. Big pile up, and now they're going to back them up another 15 yards. Coastal Carolina had the punt returner fielded that ball at the 50-yard line. Now they're starting at their own 19. That is a huge flipping of the field in UTSA's favor.
Yeah, from their 7 to the Coastal 19. Seneca Mackay is in the game, wide receiver, right side outside the numbers. 2 over on the left side, 3-man front for UTSA. Vic Shaw in blitz formation, not coming. They play fake it, and it's batted down. And it was Christian Clayton that got his hand in there and knocked the pass that Hudson was throwing to the flat to the ground.
You got to wonder how big a hand does a 335-pound guy have? And Christian Clayton just put it up there, probably blocked all vision for Hudson, knocked it down, brings up a 2nd and 10.
It has its own zip code.
Mackay comes to the right, and now they're going to go with the Wildcat formation look here and flex out the quarterback, Tad Hudson. And here we go on 2nd down, and it's a run from from that Wildcat formation and only a yard to the 19.
Right now in the middle when Christian Clayton and Brandon Brown are in there, there is no movement up front. In fact, it goes backwards. UTSA is controlling the line of scrimmage with just their bigger guys. And there was nowhere to go on that play. It's going to bring up a long 3rd down. And UTSA has a chance that with the flipping of the field like that to even get better field position with Coastal Carolina kicking into the wind if they can get off the field here.
UTSA goes to the dime package. Tyon Milton is in the game. It's 3rd down and 10 from the 19. They empty the backfield as Bennett goes in motion. They'll throw it to him in the flat. He catches it at the 15 to the 20, makes Davidson miss, but he only gets to the 26. It'll be 4th down again for Coastal. They still are going to be 4th and 3, and it should be punting time again for the Chanticleers.
Well, there was a big block thrown out there, but I thought it could have possibly been a blindside block. Obviously, no flags on the play. UTSA does what they need to do to get off the field. It's going to be 4th and about 3, maybe 4 yards. But Coastal Carolina is going to punt this away, and Carpenter will be standing at his own 39-yard line. And he is still shading his eyes. He's done it the entire first quarter. Why? The reason he hasn't fielded one.
Here's the punt from Sebafundi, and this time Chris is going to field it at the 33, comes left to the 35 and gets to the 37-yard line. Short return. UTSA will have it with 1:13 to play in the first quarter. Still no score. Daniel Conway and Associates, if you need an attorney, active duty, military, and families, for court-martial, discharge, or any dispute with your branch of service, contact Daniel Conway and Associates, UTSA alumnus and veteran. Go to mcmilitarylaw.com.
Net positive there for UTSA on that drive. You know, they got backed up with a great punt and downing at the 1. They punted away, plus the penalty. Force a 3 and out, and now they're out at the 38-yard line.
Brandon High back in the game at running back for UTSA. 2 wide receivers left, 2 go to the right. They'll send Thomas in motion. Back to pass and rolling out and firing downfield and caught at the 48-yard line is David Amador. They're going to give him the 47. David Amador has made such a huge impact on this team since getting back in action in the Memphis game about a month and a half ago.
Well, he opens up more of the playbook, and he's so athletic. Played quarterback in high school, so you can run that type of play as well.
First down, fake it to High, throw it out in the flat over Amador's head. Amador's going to chase it down and make sure it was not a backward pass. It was not. It'll be second down and 10. That time, that ball sailed a little bit on Owen.
That's the second. I don't think Owen likes throwing that pass because I think at Army that happened as well, but that one turned out to be a backwards pass, and it cost UTSA valuable field position.
Second down and 10 from the Chanticleer 47. They line two wide receivers on the right side, but tight to the formation. Dishman was left. Now he comes in motion, wing back right. And here's the snap and a handoff to High, and he's up the middle. He's going to get a good gain to the 42-yard line, a gain of about 5. UTSA will have third down and 5. They do not have to run another play here in the quarter if they don't want to. But what wind there is at their back, so they may try to get one or two more in here.
The wind has dropped off dramatically since kickoff, and I don't think it's all that big a deal now, especially the tight spiral that McCown throws. That wind will not affect it as much.
Third down and 5, Dishman wing left, hand it to High, up the middle, got a first down and more, 30-yard line, and down to the 29. They're only going to give him the 30. That's going to be a gain of 12 for Brandon High, and UTSA will have a first down to start the second quarter.
Well, one of the benefits of having so many running backs and High not playing much lately is he's got some fresh legs, and it really showed there.
Save time after the game by ordering Taco Cabana online at tacocabana.com or on the MyTC loyalty app. Sign up for great rewards and exclusive offers only at Taco Cabana. End of one, no score, UTSA and Coastal Carolina. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Hi, I'm Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, or Bob. And I'm Bob Ranchero. We're brothers. We've both got signature sausage, fresh egg, and melty cheese. And I've got Picante's.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finishing your laundry and successfully matching all your daughter's baby socks together on the first try.
Let's see. Panda socks, fire truck socks, socks with those cute little strawberries on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry?
And a penguin wearing a cowboy hat socks. Done.
Enjoy the moment, Dad. You've earned it. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drama-filled holiday party of the season, the NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Stuffed like a stocking!
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers. And cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day on ESPN and ABC.
Supplements are everywhere, but how do you know they're working or not hurting? What if you could get custom-made supplements with the exact ingredients and dosages that work for you? Meet Viome, creator of the world's most advanced microbiome test. This isn't a food sensitivity test. This tells you exactly what you need to eat and avoid based on your body's response to over 370 foods. Viome uses cutting-edge RNA and AI technology to analyze your unique biology and creates a personalized plan to optimize your health. That's not all. They create made-for-you supplements, biotics, and oral care products, all tailored specifically to your results. Whether you want to improve energy, increase focus, or lose weight, Viome offers a personalized plan to help you succeed. It's easy to get started, all from the comfort of your home. Take control of your health journey today and reap the benefits long-term. Visit Viome.com to learn more and get $110 off any test using code IHEART. That's Viome.com. Viome. Your health evolution starts now.
Hey fans, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance members can get 2 free tickets to Roadrunners football, basketball, and baseball games when you redeem online. Become a Texas Farm Bureau Insurance member and visit goutsa.com/TFB tickets to learn more. All of our sideline reports brought to you by Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, the only call you need to make. And the Roadrunners have doubled up almost the Chanticleers in terms of total yards. I got to feel that the morale down there is pretty good with them almost in the red zone here.
Yeah, first of all, defensively, they feel like they're playing very assignment sound. They only had that one play, that halfback pass that kind of went cattywampus. They certainly feel like they're doing a very good job. Offensively, they're starting to get the ground game going, and the offensive line is moving some bodies up front. So far, even though the score is 0-0, it's starting to tilt UTSA's way.
Brandon High 4 carries for 23. UTSA has it first down at the 30-yard line as we get ready to start the second quarter. Devin McEwen goes right. They put Houston Thomas and Sparkman out to the left. And they've got Dishman as the wingback on the right side right here with McCown and High in the backfield. First down for UTSA. Ball almost in the middle of the field at the 30-yard line. Send Dishman in motion from right to left. 3 wide receivers now left side. They throw it right. Wide open McKeon. Makes a move 20. He's to the 15. Still going down inside the 15 around the 11 or 12-yard line, depending on where they finally mark him down. I think they're going to give him close to the 11.
For a guy that was down on the field for a couple, seconds, and you're kind of wondering, did he mess up an ankle or something? He sure made a great cut right there.
High stays in the game at running back. Snap it and hand it to him. He'll run up the right side and hurdle for the first down inside the 10. Down to about that was the first down. That'll be second down. He got it right around the 9-yard line.
Yeah, you see more defenders cutting High than you've seen. He's such a powerful runner. They've got to go low or they're going to just get blown up.
Sparkman one-on-one on the left and McEwen one-on-one on the right. And here's a handoff to High up the middle, inside the 5, fighting for the touchdown. He's going to get the first down. Still going. Push the pile in. Touchdown, UTSA. Brandon High would not be denied as he carries it in from 9 yards. And the Roadrunners strike first and take a 6-0 lead.
Shows you the strength of the young man right there, Brandon High. Just an incredible run right there. He's just a freshman, but very strong, and he fought his way down to about the 1-yard line, was able to stay up and wait on his friends to come in and push him on into the end zone. And the UTSA Roadrunners are the first ones on the board with a nice drive. 62 yards.
Here's Sandell to tack on the extra point. Cale Hogan holds it. Cade Collenbach snaps it. Here's the snap back and the kick right down the middle. And UTSA has got a 7-0 lead. 1 minute into the second quarter. 7-0 Roadrunners. I believe TV says we're going to take a break, so we'll join them. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-Leg Auto Group.
Taco Bell's new grilled cheese dipping taco is, it's completely new. It's got a fresh fried white corn shell filled with cheese and new slow braised shredded beef with even more cheese grilled outside the shell. But what makes it really special?
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Steven. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep, drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drum-filled holiday party of the season, the NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Stuffed like a stocking!
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers, and cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Games begin at noon Eastern on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus.
All your roofing needs, call Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, 485-1553, or online at idealroofers.com. It's the only call you need to make. UTSA goes 7 plays, 62 yards, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. You know, I Sincere McCormick, when he was with UTSA, only because of necessity, carried the ball 25, 30, 35 times a game. Brendan Brady was hurt. B.J. Daniels was often hurt, and not the back that either one of them were from a carrying the ball situation. Great blocker, great pass receiver. But Jeff Traylor wants to play 2 or 3 backs. And UTSA's got Brandon High coming back next year, who's the big and fast back. They'll have Will Henderson and Bryson Adele in there, and probably some others to vie for that spot. But UTSA certainly has versatility in that running back room.
Yeah, Brandon High's 5'10", 215 pounds. He's still only probably 18, maybe 19 years old. And he'll get in the offseason as well and put on maybe another 5 pounds.
Here's the kick for Sandell up and into the wind. And it's going to be taken at the 5, coming left to the 10, at the 15, and they should have just fair caught that. He's down at the 19-yard line.
It would have hurt less.
I think it's Taylor that ran that back, Trey Taylor, and it'll be first down for the Chanticleers, and they'll have it. And if they had a fair caught it, they'd have had it at the 25. Instead, they're going to have it just shy of the 20.
And 1 or 2 fewer bruises, because that was some big hitting down there. UTSA. What Tate Sandell did was he got it way up in the air, and it took a while to come down, and UTSA was able to get down there, get set in their positions, and knock them down just inside the 20, maybe the nose at the 20-yard line.
Bennett on the left side of Hudson, first down from the left-hand hash. 3-man front for UTSA. They shift the line. They're going to hand it and then fake it, and here comes Hudson with a run. 25, 30, 33-yard line out to the 35. Hudson was able to get the UTSA defense to bite on the handoff to Bennett, and he picks up about 15, about 11 to the 30-yard line.
Elijah Newell came up from the safety position with the hit, but Hudson with a really nice run. Maybe one way to get him focused into the game and into a rhythm is let him run it a little bit.
Actually, it was closer to 15 as they got him all the way out to the 34. First down, here's the play fake, and back to passes. Hudson has a little bit of time, fires one deep downfield, and that's going to be offensive pass interference.
Yes.
Because Cyrus Dumas had that one easily picked, and the receiver Jamison Tucker clotheslined him as he was going for the ball.
Yeah, it looked like the pass was intended for the UTSA defender. Way too easy for him to get underneath that when he was just pushed down.
Offense number 8, 15-yard penalty, remains first down.
Well, it's a good thing from Jamison Tucker's standpoint because either there's no way he was going to catch it. Either it's going to be 3rd and 10 or 3rd and whatever. You got to see if you can get the call, and a lot of times it prevented the pick. And with nobody else down there, I think Cyrus would have had a good chance to run it back away.
Well, receivers have to become defensive backs all the time. That doesn't mean they have to commit pass interference. You play the ball, you knock the ball down, you go on to the next play. Now he's cost his team 15 yards.
They move it all the way back to the 18-yard line. They send Courtney in motion to wing back right. And here's a handoff, and he pulls it out and then throws to the right. And incomplete to Bennett, who was coming out of the backfield. UTSA had 3 guys that were keying on the second back in that backfield for Coastal Carolina. But it was Hudson that was able to pull it out and throw it in the direction of Taylor or Bennett, and it was incomplete.
Brevin Randall was in there harassing Hudson, which made him get rid of that ball and throw it so inaccurately. And now it's 2nd and 25 for Coastal Carolina. Look out for what UTSA may do here with such an obvious passing down.
2 wide receivers right, 1 goes to the left. Play fake again for Hudson. Steps up in the pocket, fires incomplete into the UTSA bench. 3rd down and 25.
Yeah, that was way inaccurate. In fact, he must have seen someone open on the sidelines, not even in the play, and that's who he was throwing it to.
I think he was just throwing it away.
He had to do something. UTSA was closing in around him. Now 3rd and 25. UTSA likely to drop back in coverage here, keep the receivers in front of them, and try to force the punt.
Hudson will just hand it up off the middle, and a nice run out to about the 28-yard line. And I think the Chanticleers decided to run it, see if they can get some yards. They'll punt it away and live to play another down a little bit later on. Not likely that you're going to complete a pass for 25 yards when UTSA knows it's 3rd and 25.
Well, Carpenter's actually going to be able to see the punt this time. He's not facing the sun. He was able to field the last punt and return it for 6 or so yards. Let's see if they get this one up in the air this time. The wind is back blowing a little bit.
Emil Sebafundi kicks it, and Carpenter has to backpedal and makes the catch at the 18. Comes back right to the 20, and that's as far as he's going to go. If they even give him the 20. I thought his forward progress was there, and they're going to give him the 19. That's where the UTSA offense will set up shop with 12:21 to play. In the second quarter, the Roadrunners leading 7-0. Bud Light proudly welcomes back UTSA fans this year. This year, Bud Light is for the fans. We still have 12:21 to play in the second quarter. UTSA has a 7-0 lead. And now we get Henderson in the game at running back, the third one to play today. After Bryson Donnell got a couple of snaps, and it's been mostly Brandon High back there. Willie McCoy in the game. He's wide right. 2 wide receivers go to the left, and there's a wing back on the right for UTSA. Amador goes in motion from left wing to right wing and then back to the left, and they hand it to, they play fake it and zip it downfield to Amador. 40-yard line, 50-yard line, makes the move, still going, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds deep into Chanticleer territory, all the way down to about the 43-yard line.
Well, they just threw so many things at him. Patrick Overmeyer was going out in the flat, and quite often UTSA will play action and throw it to him.
That was good for 37. Handed to Henderson off left tackle, and he'll get near the 40. And that's a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's all the eye candy that they're throwing out there. I'm going back to the first down play. Overmeyer went out in the flat. 2 Coastal Carolina defenders on him, left Amador all by himself.
Jamel Hardy in the game for UTSA, a wide receiver, as UTSA goes deeper on its bench. Willie McCoy stays in. He's out to the left. Overmeyer's in as the wingback on the right side. And Coastal's got a 3-man front with 2 stand-up ends. And here's a play fake and an end around, and it's going to come to McCoy. He tries to get outside, but can only get to the 35-yard line. It's going to be about a 5-yard pickup. UTSA will have 3rd down and 2. And Brandon High is coming back in the game for Will Henderson. A little bit bigger back if they choose to run it on this play here.
I think they were expecting McCoy at some point to put his foot in the ground and get vertical, and he kept taking it horizontal. Probably didn't get as much out of it as he could, but still brings up a very manageable 3rd and 2 near side.
3rd down and 2. In the gun is McCown. High's on his right hip. 2 wide receivers left. Hand it to Brandon. Now McCown's going to keep it. 30-yard line. 25, 20, 15, 10. Inside the 5. I think he stepped out of bounds. No, he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown for Brandon High. Now, one official has come up and said he stepped out of bounds at the 7. They may review that, but for now, it's an Owen McCown touchdown.
Yeah, we saw earlier McCown try to go through somebody, and didn't work out so well for him that time. This time, he did put his head down, did a little twist, and pushed his way into the end zone.
He just backed his way in, and they're going to review this. He may have been out of bounds. I think we're going to get an official review.
Well, they're going to have to look at it real good because it's at about the 9-yard line.
It's a touchdown.
They say it's good. They got the cue on the quick review. And so good for Owen McCown to bring that one into the end zone, and UTSA's got a 13-0 lead.
Wow, that was a quick review for what I thought was pretty daggum close.
Yeah, here's the extra point, and it's good. And UTSA has got a 2-score lead on Coastal Carolina. It's 14-0 with 10:36 to play in the second quarter. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
San Antonio is known as Military City. The military attorneys at Daniel Conway and Associates have decades of experience helping current and former military members. Their attorneys regularly handle
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
The holidays at Starbucks are even brighter with the new Cranberry Orange Lemonade Refresher. Flavors of sweet orange, tart cranberry, and warm spice, shaken with ice and lemonade, add a refresh to your most festive moments. Order yours in the app.
Supplements are everywhere, but how do you know they're working or not hurting? What if you could get custom-made supplements with the exact ingredients and dosages that work for you? Meet Viome, creator of the world's most advanced microbiome test. This isn't a food sensitivity test. This tells you exactly what you need to eat and avoid based on your body's response to over 370 foods. Viome uses cutting-edge RNA and AI technology to analyze your unique biology and creates a personalized plan to optimize your health. That's not all. They create made-for-you supplements, biotics, and oral care products, all tailored specifically to your results. Whether you want to improve energy, increase focus, or lose weight, Viome offers a personalized plan to help you succeed. It's easy to get started, all from the comfort of your home. Take control of your health journey today and reap the benefits long-term. Visit Viome.com to learn more and get $110 off any test using code IHEART. That's Viome.com. Viome. Your health evolution starts now.
UTSA goes 4 plays and 81 yards. It's a minute 45 off the clock, and the Roadrunners have a 14-0 lead. We just saw another version of the Battle of the Birds. The Chanticleer mascot raced the Rowdy mascot, and Costal may want to put the Chanticleer in the game. He actually outran the Roadrunners that time by about a foot and a half.
I think if there would have been officials on that, he'd have been called for a false start, though. He was leaning into it before they said go. But it was a good race. Rowdy did not embarrass himself. And
if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Right?
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If it's not called, it didn't ever happen, right?
Yeah.
All right. So UTSA starting to flex its muscles now, I think, and get in the groove that we thought they would be in.
Well, as UTSA has very few players that are not playing, even those that went into the transfer portal, there's only a couple that are not here. And the Chanticleers have both their quarterbacks out, some other key players as well. So UTSA has built a 14-0 lead with 10.5 to play in the second quarter. Here's Tate Sandell. He'll probably try to kick this up into the air again. Now, this one's a line drive kick. It's going to hit at the 5. It's going to die at the 4. It's going to have to be fielded from the 3. And running to the right is Taylor, trying to get outside, and he runs into a whole bunch of black jerseys, and he's down at the 7-yard line. I mean, you talk about putting the brakes on a shot. That's kind of like trying to hit a wedge and backing it up, and Tate did it that time. I don't know if that was the intent, but it worked, and they had to field it because you can only if you call for a fair catch, you actually have to make a fair catch. If the ball bounces, you don't.
I didn't get the number, but one of the UTSA coverage men saved the day there by staying in his lane, staying outside and making that return or try to cut it back inside. There was nowhere to go. If he had come inside like the rest of the team did, that far sideline was wide open.
Kane Barong is the wingback on the left. Taylor Bennett's the back. He falls and slips, but he's still able to maintain his balance and get close to the 9 for about a 2-yard pickup. They started that scrimmage from the 7, but Brandon Bennett kind of tripped over the 6-yard line as he made that handoff from Tad Hudson.
Tyen Milton came up from the safety position to make the tackle, UTSA playing really well right now. Only 74 total yards for Coastal Carolina, 24 through the air, 50 on the ground, averaging only 3.3 yards a carry.
Running back on the left, and they're going to hand it to him again, and that didn't work either. He got to between the 10 and 11 yard lines.
Yeah, that's not going to have their average any. Only 2 of 6 passing. Right now, the UTSA defense is, I think they're really bent right now on stopping the run, and if Hudson's going to beat him, he's going to have to do it through the air.
3rd down and 8. Jamison Tucker in the game, light to the right. They've got a slot receiver on the right. Now they flex out Barong and send Seneca Mackay there as well. No tight end on this play. 3rd down for the Chanticleers. Snap comes back to Hudson under a little bit of pressure. Steps up in the pocket, trying to run for it. Bad idea. Stopped at the 13-yard line and taken out by a couple of Roadrunners. One was Vic Shaw, and the other one was Brevin Randall.
Yeah, Brevin Randall was there first. I think he's the spy in case Hudson decides to take off, because he was right there in his face, really held his ground well as Hudson tried to fake him out right up the middle of the field. And Brevin Randall made a good open field tackle, and the punt team will come on yet again for Coastal Carolina.
And Emil Sebafundi's had a busy day. Chris Carpenter awaits at the 45-yard line. Sebafundi's going to have a little bit more breeze in his back here as the winds picked up. But he's in an area of the stadium that's kind of shielded from the skyboxes. Here's the return from Carpenter from the 38. Spins at the 40, comes right, and can only get to the 44-yard line.
Good
Let's
return.
pause 10 seconds for identification on the UTSA Sports Network.
KTKR San Antonio. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
202 yards of total offense for UTSA, only 78 for the Chanticleers. So UTSA's offense is clicking right now, and the UTSA defense is doing its job as well.
And the Chanticleers have had the ball for 13 minutes to UTSA's 8 minutes and 43 seconds. Here's the big difference. 3.4 yards per play for Coastal Carolina, 9.2 yards per play for UTSA. UTSA is moving the ball much better.
I'll tell you what, the defense down here is feeling it. They are playing very assignment sound. Quarterback has got deer in the headlight look down here on the field, and they are feeling, like we said earlier, salty.
Yeah. I think this UTSA team has been hyper-focused. I think one of the things that you look at this season, I didn't think Army played its game against Navy, but it played its game against everybody else. And Notre Dame was clearly better than they are. I think Notre Dame's an underrated team in the CFP this year as well. And they beat Indiana by a lot more than the score indicated. But UTSA played well against Army and just didn't execute on a couple of plays. But since the end of the Tulsa game, going into Memphis and Temple and North Texas, and even the Army game of today, the offense is starting to click. Unfortunately, the season's about to end.
Andy, the way I look at it is 9 seniors, 2 juniors on that starting defense, going up against a freshman who hasn't, I don't believe, played it down this year. And one of those juniors for UTSA has announced for the NFL draft, and Zay Frazier.
Right.
So I think there's just a ton of experience, a ton of confidence. The UTSA defensive coaching staff is doing everything they can to confuse the freshman and put pressure on him. So I don't want to say mismatch because this game's far from over. But from an experience standpoint, it is a mismatch.
Absolutely. And so UTSA is going to have so many players back next year that are playing in this game. They're going to miss Willie McCoy and Chris Carpenter, but David Amador's back and Devin McEwen's back. Those are 2 dynamic wide receivers. They've already gotten people committed to come to them from other schools in the portal. Basically, JJ was talking about this on the pregame show today. For every player they've lost, they've gotten at least one more in return. I think they're +1 or +2 on the portal right now.
And the other thing is the strength of Coastal Carolina is their running game. The absolute strength of UTSA is that front 7. And right now, the UTSA front 7 is outdueling the running game of the Chanticleers.
Bryson Adele in at running back for UTSA. It's first down from the 37. Yeah, for the 43-yard line. First down from the 43. UTSA going left to right. It's a teal field here in gold, kind of a rust gold color in the end zone, their primary colors. Overmeyer goes in motion right to left. And here's the snap, and they're going to hand it to Donnell. He plows up the middle, breaks the tackle 50, 45-40. Still going 40-yard line and inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. That is going to be a gain of 22 for Bryson Donnell and a UTSA first down.
And let's admit something, Andy. The only way we know it's teal is someone told us that's what the color was.
I can actually see that one. I can actually see that color right there. All right, first down for UTSA. They're going to give it to they're going to go on the reverse, and here comes Amador, 40, outside 35, down the sideline, 20-yard line, and out of bounds inside the 20. Back-to-back runs for UTSA, one for Donnell, and another 20 yards, and I think they're going to get a late hit on the Chanticleers to boots.
Andy, here's another thing. With a freshman quarterback and a lot of different players on offense, the playbook shrinks, which does make it easier to defend. UTSA's got their almost entire set of guys, and their playbook is 500 pages deep, and they're using them all.
And for a lot of guys, this will be a tune-up for spring football. This will be another tune-up. Obviously, you want to win the game and make sure that you take care of that business as well. But here's
After
the call.
Play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 0, penalties have to just. That's number 0's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
That is Juan Powell. He's their nickelback.
He's not still on the field. His coach must have called him over for a conversation.
Have a little talk, yeah. And UTSA in the red zone once again. The ball's at the 11-yard line. So Donnell and Amador with back-to-back runs. And first and goal for UTSA just inside the 10. Donnell stays in at running back. McEwen and Hardy go to the left. Hand it to Bryson up the middle, inside the 5. Did a helmet come flying off?
Yeah, I think it was a Coastal Carolina helmet from contact from Henderson, I think.
No, that was Donnell. That's Bryson Donnell.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see the number there. But, yeah, there goes the Chanticleer off the field.
A.J. Williams.
Maybe he's Batman right now. I don't know. But that was a big hit going right down Main Street.
Second and goal from the 5. Same formation for UTSA. Overmeyer tight right. McCown takes the snap. They're going to keep it this time. Dump it off to Overmeyer, walking it in for a touchdown. They faked it to the right. 9 Chanticleers went to the right. 1 went to Overmeyer, but late as he came out of the backfield. And the Roadrunners are rolling right now. It's 20-0 UTSA.
Well, a running game that has produced 122 yards on just 16 carries, 7.6 a carry. That means the play action works. And Overmeyer was just a completely forgotten man out there. No one accounted for him except for Owen McCown, who delivered the ball for the touchdown for the Roadrunners.
Here's the extra point.
Was that out loud?
Here's the extra point by Tate Sandell, and the Roadrunners have opened up a 21-0 lead with 7:12 to play in the second quarter. The other thing I think we talked about a few times this year, and I think it is something that UTSA can look forward to in the future. If you go back to the 2020 season and you compare Owen McCown to the 2020 season, UTSA played 4 quarterbacks that year. Frank started the season. He got hurt. Lowell Narcisse came in. He got hurt. They played JoJo Week some. He got hurt. I think they played Atkins a little bit. He got hurt. And then there was just the revolving door. I think Frank was able to come back later in the year, and it was just a revolving door. And Owen's been able to play every game this year for UTSA. The record is similar. UTSA was 7-6 that year with the loss in the bowl game to Louisiana.
Yep.
And if they win today, they're going to be 7-6. And guess what happened the next 2 years? Back-to-back conference championships.
Yeah, undefeated until the last regular season game in 1 year. Having a quarterback, having consistency at quarterback is so important. And Owen McCown is a cerebral quarterback. He's an accurate quarterback, and he's an unflappable quarterback.
Yeah, well, those the 2 runs he's had this year. Here's the kick from Sandell first. Let's see what he does with this one. End over end. Taylor can field this at the 5, and he'll come left to the 10, 15, and then puts on the brakes, and he shouldn't have done that as he gets pushed back inside the 15-yard line. They're going to give him the 20.
This one's going to be on UTSA, I think. Standing over him, taunting him, probably questioned his lineage or something along those lines, and the official heard it.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking team number 12. 15-yard penalty, first down. That's the number 12's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
That's on Marcellus Wilkerson. Here's what I was going to bring up. He had the 75-yard run in the Temple game, and he had that run for a touchdown on UTSA's second score of the day. And listen, Frank Harris, great. But Owen McCown's learning that he can run the football a little bit, too.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's not Frank yet, and he never will be as far as running. But when he judiciously picks his spot, he's pretty good at it.
And I think he's faster than anyone gave him credit for.
Yeah. He's got some 20-mile-an-hour in there. First down out to the 35. Option play. Hudson keeps it, and then Brandon Brown rides him down as he gets 2 yards to the 37. After the penalty, the line of scrimmage was the 35. It'll be second down at 8.
Defense just continuing to flex its muscles. I don't think it can be stated enough how much experience is on this UTSA team. 9 seniors, 2 juniors, 1 is leaving to go to the NFL draft, and they just play hard all the time.
Second down and 8. Snap it to Hudson. Back to throw. Throws it left side. Caught by McKee and dropped immediately at the 40-yard line. And it was Stitch Dumas that comes in there and does it again. It's a loss back to the 30. No, they're going to give him the 41. So it is a little bit of a gain, but it'll be third down coming up. Third down in about 6 or so. They put Barong out as a slot receiver on the left, and no tight end on this play. Actually, third down at about 4.5. UTSA jump. This will be, they're going to call it a false start because they stopped the play unless UTSA touched in the neutral zone.
I didn't see any contact, but I didn't see any movement from the Chanticleers
False
either.
Start. Offense number 0. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
That's McKee, the wide receiver, so he must have stepped forward. The UTSA defender was Brandon Brown, and he got in the neutral zone, but he was on his way back before it was snapped. And so it'll be third down at 9 now for Coastal Carolina as they move the line back to the 36.
Coastal is 2 of 7 on third down, right around the average that UTSA has been delivering this year defensively, less than a third.
Third down. Here's the snap. High for Hudson. Pulls it down under pressure. Running to the right. Looking downfield. Zips one and caught at the 50. Nice catch that time by Jamison Tucker, and it's going to be enough for one of the few first downs of the game. Only the 5th first down of the game for Coastal Carolina.
Good presence there by Hudson. He felt the pressure coming right up the middle. He was able to get outside and then delivers a really nice pass on target and on time and got the first down.
Wright and Tucker come to the left, and they'll move Barong back in tight to the line as a wing back on the left side. Taylor stands to the left. They play fake it to him, and rolling out, firing downfield. They got Tucker open and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Nope, they're going to they caught it. They give him the catch, and then they're going to say he went out of bounds between the 30 and 31. It's like they're going to give him the 30-yard line.
This is a good place for Hudson to build that confidence because he's likely going to be the odds-on favorite to start next year. And right now he is showing some accuracy on the last 2 passes, that one to the sidelines, and move the ball down to the 30-yard line. That this kind of drive like they haven't had so far today.
Now we're going to get
previous play of a completed catch is under review.
All right. We have a big TV monitor in the room to our right, and if they show a replay on it, we'll be able to tell you what we think as they take a look at this review. And all of our reviews are brought to you by Wayne Wright, the official injury attorney of UTSA Athletics. And McKee he may have drugged the left foot. I believe that's going to be a catch.
It looked good from up here, but, we don't have near the view of the official. It's the right foot that had to be in, not the left.
Well, he drugged you only have to have one foot in. The right foot was definitely out, but I think he drugged the left foot. Well, then he's
out.
Yeah.
Because the right foot was down when he caught the ball, and if it was out of bounds, like you said, then he's out of bounds. I don't care if he is dragging the left foot. So I thought the right foot was in. You said you think it's out.
Yeah, I think the right foot's out.
Then I think, see the right foot down?
Yeah, I think that's out.
Then if that's the case, he's out of bounds. This play will come back. be overturned. Initially, from our vantage point, they're almost right straight out in front of us. It looked like he was in, but replay is showing if that right foot is on the line, then this call is going to be reversed because it was the first foot down, I think. UTSA more than doubling up Coastal Carolina in total yards, 248 to 118.
After review, the ruling of the field stands.
Okay. That means they couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's one of those they go, I don't know.
What do you think?
And if I say, I don't know, then we've got to call it as it stands because there's obviously not enough to overturn it. So Coastal Carolina will accept the reception down at the 30-yard line, a 1st and 10 for the Chanticleers.
At the 30-yard line, they'll put 2 wide receivers on the right side. Bronx stays in as a wing back on the left, and Bennett's the running back with Hudson. Bennett's on the right side of Hudson. UTSA shifts the defensive line, 3 down linemen, and they're going to hand it up the middle, and Bennett's going to get a pretty good gain to about the 28-yard line.
Clock still running, coming 4:15 to go in the first half. The Chanticleers are set to take the second half kick.
They accepted.
They received it. UTSA will have the ball to start the second half. Big opportunity here for UTSA. They got to get a stop here and then put this game away.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the left-hand hash at the 28-yard line. Snap it to Bennett. Rolling half roll to his right. Steps up. Now dumps it over the middle. Caught at the 23rd, 25. And Barong gets whacked at the 24-yard line. Shy of the first down. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. And with the situation where it's at right now, this is probably 4-down territory. They're actually even going to give him the 23, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
Cyrus Dumas with some great closing speed. It looked like that play was going to go for a much larger gain, but he comes up, makes a sure tackle. Had a little bit of help from Cameron Cooper as well.
UTSA is in the midst of a 22-game takeaway streak on defense. They haven't had one yet. This would be a good spot for one. Barong goes in motion left to right, and they snap it, and they're going to hand it to Bennett, and he's going to get the first down inside the 20, and they'll move the chains.
I think UTSA was expecting Coastal Carolina to go through the air on that play, and so just not a big jumping in the gaps situation, but Coastal Carolina goes to the ground, which is their bread and butter.
Clayton Brown and Simon back in the game on the defensive line as UTSA switches out there. Buxton was in. A couple others were in there. They get the starters back in on the defensive line. Cameron Cooper's in as the stand-up in on the right side. And Hudson looks over 5 in the box. They hand it to Bennett anyway. He runs to the right and gets to the 15-yard line for about a 5-yard pickup.
Great job by the Coastal Carolina right side of that offensive line. Just collapsed everything down, gave room. Plenty of room for Bennett to run, picked up 5 yards.
We're approaching the 2-minute timeout, so we're going to see if Coastal wants to run another play here or not. The play clock's at 19, so they don't have to. 2 wide receivers right, 1 comes to the left. They will run one, and here's the pass, and they throw over the middle, and it's broken up by another going to call pass interference. Really? Elliot Davidson, I don't think ever touched Mackay, but I think they're going to call him for a PI here, and we'll see what the call is.
Well, I wonder if they got Dumas on that.
I believe it was Dumas.
Because Davidson was coming from
Pass
the inside.
Defense number 13.
Yeah, he
The
did.
ball replaced at the spot of the foul. First down.
And we should have the 2-minute timeout here. And they're trying to get everybody's attention. There's 1:59
That's
to
the
go.
2-minute timeout.
And we'll be back to Conway, South Carolina, with UTSA leading the Myrtle Beach Bowl 21-0. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of UTSA Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Steven. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants now buy one, get one free in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
1:59 to play second quarter. It's a 21-0 UTSA lead, but the Chanticleers have first and goal at the 5-yard line when we resume play here. UTSA women's basketball starts conference play on Saturday afternoon in Charlotte. They'll take on the 49ers. Neil Raphael has the call starting at 12:30 on 93.3 The Bull in San Antonio. And UTSA will finish up its non-conference season on Sunday when we go to West Point. UTSA will take on Army. That is a 1:30 airtime in San Antonio and a 2 o'clock tip. Hour later if you're on the East Coast. But the Roadrunners will play their final non-conference game against the Black Knights. First down for Coastal at the 5. They moved the line back to the 7-yard line, and now we're going to get a whistle, and everybody was moving at the wrong time.
False start. Offense. Everybody but the center. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
The center is the one that has to make that decision. He's the one that's going to snap it. And
you think everybody else didn't know the snap
I think he forgot it. That's the 7th penalty for 61 yards for the Chanticleers.
Which is literally not uncommon for a team that hadn't played that much together because of all the ones in the portal.
First and goal from the 12, and here's a pitch to the right to Bennett. Cuts at the 10 and gets nailed at the 10. That's as far as he was going to get. It's a 2-yard pickup, second down and goal. And UTSA, well, obviously, Coastal doesn't run the option like Army does.
UTSA, their first 30 seconds.
So UTSA is burning a timeout here. They want the ball back if they can get it. The Chanticleers don't run option the same way that Army does or as efficient as they do. But that time, UTSA had 3 guys right there taking care of the pitch man. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification on the UTSA Sports Network.
KTKR San Antonio. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Ed, what's the message down there to this defense to try to get a stop?
Well, I mean, they feel like it's very difficult for Coastal Carolina to find its rhythm, even though this drive notwithstanding. And they just feel like they can stop them or at least hold them to a field goal attempt.
Second and goal from the 10. Cyrus Simon encouraging the UTSA crowd. Lots of orange and blue here today, cheering on the Roadrunners. Second down and a goal from the 10. And they send a man in motion. And now we get another timeout for Coastal. They did a little switch in the backfield right there before the snap. They moved Hudson instead of moving the running back. And I think they were going to direct snap that to Bennett or to the guy coming in motion.
Coastal Carolina, their first.
And I think Tim Beck saw something that was awry in the way that they were setting that play up.
Yeah, he didn't like what he saw and immediately got a timeout there. You know, Tim Beck is is not some scrub coach. He's been at some big-time programs. He's Texas high school football coach. He's offensive coordinator at Ohio State, at Texas, at North Carolina State. Before he took this job here, he was at NC State.
Well,
and
I don't know how far he got, but I think he was in the pool of coaches when Jeff Traylor was hired.
That's absolutely. I think Pat heard or was actually told by Lisa that Tim Beck was one of the ones on the list.
Second down and goal from the 10. They're ready to go here. They stay with a standard formation now. Now with Hudson, the running back, or the quarterback. They send the running back Bennett in motion. Quarterback draw for Hudson, looking for somewhere to go. And he gets a couple of extra yards because he got driven to the ground. And Jeff Traylor will call a timeout. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6.
That's Vic Shaw. They got in there and made that tackle, but Vic Shaw kind of made it from a behind and to the side angle.
UTSA, they're second, 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1:47.
So Christian Clayton, Brandon Brown, and Cyrus Simon, and Ronald Triplett will not be back next year. But those guys that are playing out there right now on the defensive line and at that edge position, Tutu, Buxton, Jones, Ty Leonard, Ozawalu, Damian Wimberly, Owen Peewee, Marcellus Wilkerson, James Wally's been in there a little bit, Vic Shaw, all those guys coming back. So it's great to see those players getting some time and getting prepared. I have a countdown, right? It's 249 days till Texas A&M.
I heard you in the pregame. Well, that just seems like such a big number.
It's 8 long months and then a few more days other than that. All right, 3rd down and goal for the Chanticleers at the 6. 2 wide receivers left, wing back right. And Bennett's the running back on the left hip of Hudson. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it to Bennett, not much. He's going to get to the 4. It'll be 4th and goal. And I got to imagine, no, I'm not going to imagine, but I would think they're going to go for it here as Jeff Traylor calls his 3rd timeout.
UTSA, that's their 3rd, 30 seconds.
Brandon Brown is playing his final game as a UTSA Roadrunner, and he's having a pretty good game so far. Trying to see how many tackles he's got. He's leading the team with 4 tackles. He's got a sack, which is also a tackle for loss. He's just been such a leader, such a steady hand in there, plus a 300-plus pounder that can move. He's really done some great things on that defense.
It'll be 4th and goal for Coastal from the 4-yard line, and they're going to keep the offense on the field. UTSA's got Simon and Clayton and Brown on that defensive line. Vic Shaw's out there. Elijah Newell's in the defensive backfield. Here we go on 4th and goal for Coastal Carolina. Wide receiver left is Jamison Tucker. They got a wing back on the right, and now they're going to go Wildcat. And they flex out Hudson. And here's the snap, and it's direct to Taylor. He wants to try to throw it. Now tries to run it, pushed out of bounds at the 4. And UTSA will take over on downs. And the Roadrunner coaching staff is fired up.
Zay Frazier, absolutely not fooled by that. He did his job, did his assignment, trusted his teammates to do theirs, was covering the receiver that Bennett wanted to go to with that pass. So Bennett had to eat it and finally ran out of bounds. No points for the Coastal Carolina on that play, and UTSA is going to take over. No timeouts left, but $1:38 on the clock, and Owen McCown knows how to run this offense right here.
The entire bench here is fired up after a tremendous 4th down stop right there.
Zay Frazier really made that happen. There was one other player, that was just underneath him, but Zay had it covered. There was nowhere for Bennett to go with the ball.
McCown on the gun. 2 wide receivers either side from the 5-yard line. McCown to throw. Fires left side, incomplete. Intended for Houston Thomas, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, good defensive play. Trying to see who made that play. I think it's number 6 for the Chanticleers, and that would be Zamarian Gordon. Houston Thomas, usually pretty sure-handed tight end, just kind of broke up, and UTSA now with a 2nd and 10.
2nd down from the left-hand hash. Snap it back. They're going to hand it to Brandon High. Coming right. Bounces it outside. He's looking for the 10, gets to the 11, and maybe the 11-yard line as far as he's going to go. That's a 6-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for UTSA. Roadrunners will go quickly to the line, but they're out of timeouts with 1:19 to play in the half.
Yeah, no timeouts. You got to play with some urgency. That clock is ticking. 2
wide receivers to the left. Now they send Houston Thomas, and now they'll bring him back to the right side, so 2 on either side. Brandon High stays in the game. Free play coming here as Coastal jumped. They'll fire it downfield for McEwen. Caught at the 28. He's out of bounds.
Yeah, they'll obviously decline the 5-yard penalty and take the McEwen catch. Way out, probably, 29? 28-yard line?
Defense in the neutral zone at the snap.
That's a 28.
The penalties decline. Results of the play are 1st down.
4th catch for McEwen, and he now has over 60 yards in receptions. And the Roadrunners will have it out to the 27-yard lines where they're going to 28-yard lines where they're going to mark it. 1st down.
You ever questioned Owen McCown's arm? That should have satisfied that right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He threw a rocket.
2 wide receivers to the wide side on the left. And now they'll do the check with me from the sideline once again and switch Brandon High to the left side of McCown. Everybody up in the box. They've only got 2 deep safeties and one-on-one coverage. They're coming with everybody. McCown's going to throw the screen pass. Caught by McEwen. He can't get away from the one player he needed to, and he's going to be stopped at the 29-yard line. The ball came loose, but they're going to say he was down at the 29.
The ruling on the field is forward progress, 2nd down.
Yeah, I couldn't see who made that tackle, but it was a great open field tackle.
Down to 35 seconds to play. UTSA comes quickly to the line. They'll put 2 to either side. McCown back to throw again. Zips it to the sideline, left side. It's caught and out of bounds as Amador steps out right at the down marker around the 38.
They marked him even a yard short of that, Andy. They're going to mark him down at the 37.
That was a bad spot.
Well, UTSA hustled up. I don't think they wanted that reviewed to even take the chance of a review, even though I don't think they would have overturned it because they called forward progress stop. UTSA hustled up on that, and now it's 3rd and 1. They got to make sure they get the 1st down here.
Overmeyer out or in as Amador comes out. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right, just outside the hash mark. Now they're going to send Thomas as one of those 3 back to the left side of the formation. And they'll snap it to McCown. He takes a 2-step drop, fires over the middle. It's caught. It's good enough for a 1st down and will stop the clock to set the chains. But UTSA's got to get up to the line in a hurry. They're probably about 25 yards shy of Tate Sandell field goal range. And now McCown will spike it with 18 seconds to go. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, they may have to get a little bit closer because that wind has picked up just a hair again. Ed, are you feeling it about, 8-10?
7 to 9.
Just 7.5?
Yeah. But I mean, it's
7 1/4.
It's not even a one-club win right now.
It's died down considerably from the start of the game.
3 wide receivers come to the right. Now they flex out Houston Thomas on the left side. 2nd down for UTSA. Carpenter in motion right to left. And McCown with Brandon High in the backfield takes the snap. He's back to throw, steps up, zips it sideline left side, caught by Carpenter. He's going to get to the 50. That's going to be an 8-yard gain, but UTSA is running out of time right here. Down to 7 seconds, down to 6. I don't know that they're going to get another playoff. Down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. They snap it with 1, and McCown's going to, nope, they're going to call something here. I think
I'm not sure he knows what he wants to call yet. He just blew his whistle.
Well, there was 1 on the clock when he snapped it, so they did get the playoff. It could have been.
But no flag to stop the clock.
No.
Count the number of Coastal Carolina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 10. Shante. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I got 11.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
This will be a Hail Mary probably with 1 second to go, unless they say they did not get it off in time. But I was watching the clock as the ball was being snapped, and I think he got it off.
Maybe they're discussing dinner reservations.
Now Amador is going to come back on
During
the
the
field.
play, there was an inadvertent whistle. Please reset the game clock to 1 second and start on my signal.
So they're going to have to snap the ball as soon as the whistle's blown. So whether they even get this playoff or not.
Set.
And here's the snap back to McCown. They throw a screen pass over the middle to Amador, and he's going to get to the 42, and that's the play that's going to end the half. UTSA with over 300 yards of total offense to 140 for the Chanticleers. They dominate the first half. They'll have the ball to start the second, and they lead 21-0. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows it.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finishing your laundry and successfully matching all your daughter's baby socks together on the first try.
Let's see. Panda socks, fire truck socks, socks with those cute little strawberries on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry?
And a penguin wearing a cowboy hat socks. Done.
Enjoy the moment, Dad. You've earned it. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants, now buy one, get one free, in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
Grandpa's here.
Hank's always coming over to fix things. It's what grandpas do. Now that he's living with prostate cancer, he asked his doctor about Xtandi and Zalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects, including seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls, and bone fractures. Stop taking Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Most common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
A Sports Network.
Welcome back. It's 21-0 UTSA in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Let me get you caught up on some of the bowl games from earlier. Number 25, Memphis, 42-37 over West Virginia. James Madison over Western Kentucky, 27-17. UNLV, 24-13 win over Cal. And Sam Houston State, 31-26 over Georgia Southern. Also, Penn State, 38-10 over SMU. Texas beats Clemson. And Ohio State over Tennessee. Andy?
For the second straight year, the Ancira family of auto dealers is the sponsor of our bowl coverage. We get a chance to visit with April Ancira. Thanks so much for doing this again, and talk about wanting to be a part of UTSA's bowl season.
It was a no-brainer. We're so excited to be a part of UTSA. One of the best families in San Antonio is UTSA. And actually, I didn't even make the decision this year. Believe it or not, my husband and one of our VPs was on the email, and they said yes within 5 seconds. So the whole team Ancira has bought in.
Jeff Traylor talks about the community support that he gets and those guaranteed 20,000 fans that are going to show up in the Alamo Dome. You guys are certainly a part of all of that and have been since day one. What does the relationship that Ancira and UTSA have be so valuable to you and personally and professionally?
Personally, I went to UTSA. I got my master's degree in 2003 from here. And whenever you go anywhere in San Antonio, you feel the UTSA vibe, the birds up, the happiness it brings, and the value it brings to your job and profession and the respect. So that's from a personal side. From a citywide side, I actually believe when UTSA does better, the students do better. When the students do better, San Antonio does better. And heck, that actually translates into more car sales, right? And that's the selfish component of it. But we all want to see San Antonio do better and grow up in a city that's so successful.
And now that we have the CFP, we've seen a team like Boise State get into the tournament, and now UTSA can aspire to that as well, and has done this in 14 seasons of football.
Yeah, they've done it almost overnight, really. You could say it's an overnight success, but certainly in the last few years with the help of Jeff Traylor and his philosophies of growing a team. And now we've got a team that seems a little bit new, but I think by next year, they're really going to grow into their own, and we're going to see some pretty incredible stuff.
You, along with Bob Wills and Martin Salinas, have created the collectives for UTSA's NIL. Talk about that and how fans can support the collectives to be able to take care of student athletes.
Absolutely. So Bob Wills actually has City Fans 210 or 210 City Fans. It's one of those. But his is more event-based. So he had a kickoff for the football season. You can buy a table or tickets, kickoff for the basketball season. And also you can support the soccer and I believe it's the soccer and volleyball teams or softball teams with the golf tournament. Martin Salinas and I have 210 Inspired. That's a way to get back directly to the athletes without having to buy a table or attend an event, $5, $10, however you want to do it. Really helps those athletes. And it's not about, nobody on UTSA's team is driving a Lamborghini as much as they would love to. I'm sure really we're paying phone bills, we're paying rent. We're doing everyday stuff that these kids need because they don't have the time to afford to get a job because their job is actually playing football, basketball, whatever it is. If you have an academic scholarship, you go to school, you have your job. The job here is sports. And so we really need to bridge that gap for them.
All right. Thanks as always. Continued success with the Ansera family and all you're doing for UTSA. And we'll look forward to another bowl game next year as well.
We'll be back for bowl game number 3 as a sponsor of Birds Up. Let's go, Andy.
All right. That's April Ansera with us at halftime. We'll come back and check all the highlights and the recap of the first half next. This is Roadrunners Football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
Attention UTSA football fans, score big this season and check out the all-new Subaru Crosstrek at North Park Subaru. With a winning combination of quality, performance, and reliability, the Crosstrek is Subaru's.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Steven. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep, drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants, now buy one, get one free, in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
21-0 UTSA, halftime at the Myrtle Beach Bowl here in Conway, South Carolina. Roadrunners will have the ball to start the second half. Let's recap the first half. Both teams went back and forth. on UTSA's third possession. They'd go on a 7-play, 62-yard drive, and it was Brandon High that would get into the end zone. Sparkman one-on-one on the left, and McEwen one-on-one on the right. And here's a handoff to High up the middle, inside the 5, fighting for the touchdown. He's going to get the first down, still going, push the pile in, touchdown UTSA. Brandon High would not be denied as he carries it in from 9 yards, and the Roadrunners strike first and take a 6-0 lead. Second possession in the second quarter for UTSA. The Roadrunners kept on going. David Amador shows once again why he's such a versatile player. Willie McCoy in the game. He's wide right. 2 wide receivers go to the left, and there's a wing back on the right for UTSA. Amador goes in motion from left wing to right wing and then back to the left, and they hand it to, they play fake it and zip it downfield to Amador. 40-yard line, 50-yard line, makes the move, still going, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds deep into Chanticleer territory, all the way down to about the 43-yard line. A couple of plays later, Owen McCown showed that, yes, he can pass, but he can run it as well. 3rd down and 2. In the gun is McCown. High's on his right hip. 2 wide receivers left. Handed to Brandon. Now McCown's going to keep it. 30-yard line. 25, 20, 15, 10. Inside the 5. I think he stepped out of bounds. No, he's in. Touchdown. UTSA was up 14-0 at that point. Next possession for UTSA, another 4-play drive. It first got Bryson Donnell got going for this good run. Overmeyer goes in motion right to left. And here's the snap, and they're going to hand it to Donnell. He plows up the middle, breaks a tackle 50, 45, 40. Still going 40-yard line and inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. That is going to be a gain of 22 for Bryson Donnell and a UTSA first down. And then on the next play, it was David Amador again. Willie McCoy in the game. He's wide right. 2 wide receivers go to the left. And there's a wing back on the right for UTSA. Amador goes in motion from left wing to right wing and then back to the left. And they hand it to, they play fake it and zip it downfield to Amador. 40-yard line, 50-yard line, makes the move, still going, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds deep into Chanticleer territory, all the way down to about the 43-yard line. Roadrunners would get all the way down to the goal line, and Patrick Overmeyer did the rest. McCown takes the snap. They're going to keep it this time, dump it off to Overmeyer, walking it in for a touchdown. They faked it to the right. 9 Chanticleers went to the right. 1 went to Overmeyer, but late as he came out of the backfield. And the Roadrunners are rolling right now. It's 20-0 UTSA. The extra point made it 21-0. Chanticleers, because of a couple of UTSA penalties, were able to get in the red zone, but they faced 4th down and goal from the 5, and the UTSA defense came up huge again. UTSA's got Simon and Clayton and Brown on that defensive line. Vic Shaw's out there. Elijah Newell's in the defensive backfield. Here we go on 4th and goal for Coastal Carolina. Wide receiver left is Jamison Tucker. They got a wing back on the right, and now they're going to go Wildcat. And they flex out Hudson. And here's the snap, and it's direct to Taylor. He wants to try to throw it. Now tries to run it, push out of bounds at the 4. And UTSA will take over on downs. And the Roadrunner coaching staff is fired up. UTSA leads 21-0, and in just a few minutes, they'll get the ball to start the second half. Back to Myrtle Beach in a moment. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
UTSA football fans, load up the whole family in the spacious 3-row Subaru Ascent, built to seat up to 8 passengers and a top safety pick by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. Enjoy everything.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then somebody walks into the elevator and says,
Happy Friday.
Then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants, now buy one, get one free, in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/EquinoxEV.
21-0 is your halftime score as UTSA leads Coastal Carolina. Let's get you caught up on the stats. Coastal Carolina, 140 total yards. That is 73 on the ground, 67 through the air. Rushing the ball, Braden Bennett had 17 carries for 49 yards. Tad Hudson, 7 for 39. Hudson was 6 of 9 passing for 67 yards. He was sacked once. Leading tackler Shane Bruce had 7. Juan Powell had 6. Zamarian Gordon 4, and Zach Cody 3. UTSA side of the ball, 21 points, 15 first downs, 17 carries for 128 yards, 14 of 18 passing for 173. 1 punt for 56 yards, big boomer. Only 3 penalties for UTSA for 23 yards, 7 penalties for Coastal Carolina, 61 yards. Coastal Carolina had the ball for 18 minutes, 35 seconds. UTSA, 11 minutes, 25 seconds. UTSA held Coastal Carolina to 4 of 10 on third down. UTSA was 5 of 7. Brandon Hines, 7 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Owen McCown, 3 carries, 32 yards, and a touchdown. McCown was 14 of 17, 173 yards, and a touchdown. He was sacked 1 time. David Amador leads the team in receptions with 5 for 73 yards. Devin McEwen, 4 for 64 yards. And Chris Carpenter, 2 for 16. Brandon Brown, playing his last game as a Roadrunner, had 4 tackles, leading the way along with Elijah Newell and Vic Shaw. Andy?
All right. Credit Human is proud to be an official sponsor of the Roadrunners. Check them out at credithuman.com and go Runners. Second half next. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-Lig Auto Group.
It's time for a financial cooperative that's focused on the reason it exists in the first place. To improve the lives of its members and, in turn, the places they live their lives. It's time for Credit Human, a credit union.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finishing your laundry and successfully matching all your daughter's baby socks together on the first try.
Let's see. Panda socks, fire truck socks, socks with those cute little strawberries on them.
You matched each and every one of those tiny socks. I mean, has this ever happened in the history of laundry?
And a penguin wearing a cowboy hat socks. Done.
Enjoy the moment, Dad. You've earned it. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants, now buy one, get one free, in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/EquinoxEV.
Hank's the family fixer-upper. He's always got his tools with him. Now that Hank's living with prostate cancer, he's the one who needs help for a change. He asked his doctor about Xtandi and Zalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects, including seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls, and bone fractures. Stop taking Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Most common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
Say Athletics. By North Park Subaru, proud member of the K-Lig Auto Group. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. By Credit Human, become a member today. Visit credithuman.com. By the law offices of Wayne Wright, the official injury attorneys of the UTSA Sports Network. By Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, the only call you need to make. IdealPrecisionRoofing.com. By Chicken and Pickle, the home of the UTSA Coaches Show. And by HEB, a proud sponsor of UTSA Athletics. Now, with the call of the second half, here's the voice of the Roadrunners, Andy Everett.
We are coming to you live from the UT Health San Antonio broadcast booth, the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. See UT Health San Antonio's brightest minds are making lives better at WeMakeLivesBetter.org. 10-second station ID on the UTSA Sports Network.
KTKR San Antonio. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Roadrunners will get the ball to start the second half, and they will go with the wind here in the third quarter as the Chanticleers will kick it off from left to right. And Chris Carpenter is back deep with Bryson Donnell to receive it. UTSA would like to get another score here and put this a little bit further out of reach for Coastal Carolina. Their kicker is Cade Kinsley, and he approaches and just pooches this up in the air, and it will be fair caught at the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. And Ed, let's go to get a Ideal Precision call to the sideline. What's the message at halftime from the Roadrunner coaches and players? I guess we don't have Ed. Let's try to get Ed.
Yeah, I spoke with Sadiq Haynes, and he says that the Tad Hudson, the quarterback for Coastal Carolina, is a little overmatched, and they feel so confident. Not only are they going to win this game, but they're going to slap a goose egg on the Chanticleers.
That's what the idea is right here. The defense hasn't pitched one in a while. That would be a good sign for these outgoing seniors and those coming back next year. Empty gun for Owen McCown with 4 wide receivers right and 1 to the left. Now they're going to bring Donnell back in, but not all the way. Throw it to him, a screen pass, 30-yard line, 35-40. He's still going all the way out near midfield. And that's going to be a gain of 20 for the Roadrunners.
Andy, I think that was high, wasn't it? 28?
It was high. It was Brandon High.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Brandon High caught it coming out of the backfield.
They're rotating them in there so much now, it's hard to keep up.
So it's a gain of 18 to the 48. 2 wide receivers on the right side. They'll send Overmeyer in motion. He goes back to the right, and they're going to hand it to Brandon coming left. Trying to get to the boundary. It does. Turns it up 40. 35-yard line out of bounds around the 33. Chalk up 15 more for Brandon High, and he's going to be up near about they're updating the stats right now. He's got 8 carries, and he's averages well over about 6 or 7 right now.
Let me tell you, the quarterback rating for Owen McCown right now is 190.8. I think that's pretty good. Only missed 3 passes today, 15 of 18 for 191 and a touchdown.
2 wide receivers come left. They operate with 2 tight ends here. First down at the 35. Here's the reverse. Now the flea flicker. McCown's going to fire downfield for Dishman, and it's broken up right at the last minute. Good defense that time by the Chanticleers as Avon Jones came in there. That pass just didn't quite get there in time.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's great defense by one Chanticleer because Dishman was open for a long time. Of course, flea flickers take a little time to develop, but if that pass is there just a little bit earlier, it's a big play again for the Roadrunners, but a big play by the Chanticleer defense to stop it.
Snap it to McCown and hand it up the middle and bouncing off a tackle, but not getting very far this time for a couple yards to the 33. And That was Bryson Donnell that time, and now Brandon High comes back in with a slew of other Roadrunners to try to see what they can do on 3rd down and 8 and possibly 4th down, as they're likely getting in the range of 4-down territory. What they do on this play will probably decide what they do on 4th down. It's an empty gun for now for McCown, with 4 wide receivers on the right side and 1 to the left. Sparkman, the lone wide receiver on the left side. Now they send High in motion. They fake the throw to him, zip it over the middle to Amador, 30. Coming left and trying to get the first down. He's going to have that, breaks the tackle, and he's got the 24-yard line. UTSA moves the 6, and they're going to be down to the 24 on that one. That's a 9-yard pickup, and David Amador in space is just a dynamic thing happening just about every time.
He is slippery and great moves and strong to break tackles.
First down at the 24. 2 wide receivers stacked in an eye to the left. Hand it to Brandon High, looking for his hole, trying to be patient. Is going to get a couple to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he had some room to the far sidelines, just wasn't able to see that in his vision. He does jump ahead for a gain of about 3, maybe 2. And UTSA's drive continues inside the 25 at the 22.
They'll put 1 wide receiver, Sparkman, split out wide to the left. Send Amador in motion, right to left across the formation. Play fake it to High, rolling out, and they'll zip it in the flat to Overmeyer, and he's out of bounds at the 20-yard line after a 2-yard pickup. It'll be another 3rd down for UTSA, about 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, just methodically going down the field. The Roadrunners making plays here and there, here and there. They started big and then kind of drew it back a little bit now. Now with a 3rd and 6 in front of them. They got to get down to the 14-yard line.
UTSA gets Chris Carpenter and McEwen out wide to the right. Sparkman joins him in the slot. Wide receiver on the left side as well. Now Sparkman comes back to the left side of the formation. From the left-hand hash, 3 on the play clock, down to 2, down to 1. And they get it off just in time. McCown to throw. End zone caught and dropped. Overmeyer had it, who was falling in the back of the end, or the front of the end zone, and couldn't bring it down. And here comes Tate Sandell to see if he can add 3 points.
Overmeyer will be the first one to tell you he's got to make that catch. Yeah, it was a little high by Owen McCown, but certainly 2 hands on that football. Overmeyer's got great hands, and he's going to be the first one to tell you he's a little upset with himself not hauling that one in for the easy score. Now Tate Sandell will come out. Ball's going to be placed down at about the 28.
This will be a 38-yard field goal try from the left-hand hash, and Sandell's field goal is on the way and good. And UTSA adds 3 to its lead. It's 24-0 UTSA. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
There's something about country music that's just so easy. Like a Bud Light. Simple stories, soulful melodies, and lyrics that refer to drinking a Bud Light in the sun. So keep it easy. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants, now buy one, get one free, in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional rental equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/EquinoxEV.
It's the Ultimate Staycation brought to you by BMW, and we had Nicole Salazar this year win that. The Ultimate Staycation brought to you by BMW. She got a brand new 2024 BMW X7 used for a weekend, and she got to see great seats for the Temple game and a hospitality package with a stay downtown at a luxurious hotel. Thanks to BMW. Be sure to check out goutsa.com/promotions to register today. It's the BMW Ultimate Staycation. The drive for UTSA was 9 plays and 50 yards. It took 3:47, and the Roadrunners have a 24-0 lead here early in the third quarter. Tate Sandell to kick it off with the win. Trey Taylor waits deep in the around the 5-yard line. And here comes Tate with a big kick. And fair catch is immediately made. It goes into the end zone anyway. The Chanticleers will have it at the 25. You know, Jay, I was going to bring this up earlier, but thinking about it now, you had your Life of Riley interview with Zay Frazier and asked him why he was opting in. And he said, I love to play football. And Jeff Traylor's got a lot of guys on this roster that love to play this game. And it doesn't matter what the stakes are, they want to play.
Well, yes, they absolutely love the game. Here's what really struck me with Zay is those are my brothers out there. I need to go play with them one more time. And really the culture and the close-knit team is just phenomenal to see.
Here's a handoff to Bennett off right tackle. He gets a nice gain to the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
You know, Andy, I did – Pat and I did Jeff's coaching show a few weeks ago, and I made the comment that I thought this was the best coaching job Jeff has done. And I mean that because you look out there and he's recruiting the kind of kids that are able to play through the adversity of earlier this year.
Snap it back to Hudson, looking in the pocket, steps up, waited too long. He's going to get dropped and sacked back at the 22-yard line. That pocket finally collapsed, and Brandon Brown's going to celebrate that one.
What was that? Ed, do you know what kind of dance that was? I've seen you do it before.
I don't know, but it was a lot of shaking for 320 pounds.
And he is having a day right now. Let me tell you, I think that's his 5th or 6th tackle. He's leading the team. You don't often see defensive linemen lead the team in tackles anymore because their job is a lot to take up the block and let the linebacker go make the play. But Brandon Brown's playing his last game big time.
3rd and 13. Hudson to throw. In trouble again. Steps up. Fires downfield and almost picked off.
Almost twice.
It was Ty Milton that got in there and knocked it away, and he was falling down and trying to get the ball, but couldn't quite get there. Remember, UTSA has a 22-game streak of getting a takeaway, and they almost got 23 right there.
Well, I think that's going to bring on the punting team. So the UTSA defense starts where they left off in the first half when still not allowing any points on the board.
Here's the kick again from Seb Afunde. And Carpenter's going to run up and get it and make the catch at the 40 and then runs backwards and now towards the sideline. And he's going to be pushed into the Chanticleer bench over on the far side around the 43. I'm surprised he didn't fair catch that one. That was a lot of traffic. Timeout on the field with 9:44 to play in the third, and UTSA with a 24-0 lead looking for more. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
Attention Roadrunners, Taco Cabana is a proud supporter of UTSA Athletics. Download the MyTC Rewards app and sign up to get a $5 reward plus additional offers and discounts.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then somebody walks into the elevator and says,
Happy Friday.
Then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants now buy one, get one free in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EV-LT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/Equinox EV.
You want to get the kids something different this year for the holidays, right? Well, no matter what you get them, you should power the toys with something that's definitely different. Duracell batteries with power boost ingredients. They're unlike any other battery. So to make sure Christmas morning goes great, get only Duracell batteries with power boost ingredients. Whoa. Does that happen every time I say Duracell with power boost ingredient? Nice. Try it with me. Duracell with power boost ingredients. Yes.
.com.
We thank Chicken and Pickle for hosting the Jeff Traylor Radio Show all season long, presented by UT Health San Antonio. The UTSA Basketball Radio Show starts on January 6th. Austin Koch and Karen Aston, and along with select players each week, will be out there as we talk hoops for an hour. Chicken and Pickle at UTSA Boulevard and Vance Jackson. Roadrunners will have it at the 44-yard line. 9:44 to play third quarter and leading 24-0. Dominance in this game, 351 yards of total offense for UTSA and just 137 for the Chanticleers. Understand, too, as we've documented throughout the game, Ethan Vasco and Noah Kim, their top two quarterbacks, opted out and went into the transfer portal, so they're not available. They have a 13 or 14 players that would be playing or did play in the last game against Georgia Southern that are not playing in this game today for Coastal. First down for the Roadrunners at the 44 in their own territory. Send Overmeyer in motion from right to left, and they're going to throw a screen pass to Amador with him blocking 50-yard line, down the boundary 40. Amador 30-yard line and pushed out of bounds. A perfect flanker screen. Overmeyer, that motion man, was the blocker that time, and David Amador gets all the way down around the 30-yard line. Let's see where they're going to put it at the 28.
Well, I'm sure UTSA was a little surprised that when they delivered the ball to Amador, he usually have to make someone miss immediately. Overmeyer did a great job and won his blocking battle, but Amador got up the field.
From the pistol, they'll hand it off to the left, and here comes High to the 20-yard line, to the 10, and out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Brandon High is going to add 10 more yards to his carry, at least, maybe about 15. Let's see where they spot him down. I think they're going to give him the 13, so that'll be a 15-yard carry, and he's got 10 carries for 75 yards. And it's first down at the 13. Snap it to McCown. Flanker screen the other way to McEwen on the right side. Tries to find a seam, bounces off one tackler, can't not get the second one, and he's actually going to lose a yard on the play back to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's what happens. You just make one wrong move. McEwen, if he'd have cut that vertical instead of horizontal, might have got into the end zone, but he went a little more horizontal and ran right into a Coastal Carolina defender, and that was all she wrote there.
All right, so Jamel Hardy in the game, wide left, second down and 11 from the Coastal 14. They put Carpenter in the slot with McEwen right next to him over on the right side. Wing back left, High stays in the game at running back. They'll send Carpenter in motion, and they're going to roll out to the left, and here comes Owen McCown, and he's going to slide down at the 7-yard line, shy of the first down. I'm not sure why he slid. I thought he got a touchdown right there.
I thought he did too, and he might be telling himself, dummy.
That's right in front of me. I thought he had it.
Yeah, I thought he was going into the end zone, but, you're up 24-zip. You don't want to spend the offseason rehabilitating something. I'm fine with that, actually.
Third down and 5 from the 9. UTSA can get a first down, obviously, at the 4 now. They empty the gun as Brandon High goes all the way out to the numbers on the right side. Wide receiver left, two others in the right slot. And now Carpenter in the left slot. McCown to throw. Slant pattern, or fake pattern on the right side, but it's incomplete. He had a man open on the slant, and that was Jamel Hardy. He threw it to Carpenter at the pylon, and it's incomplete. So it's going to be a field goal try again for Tate Sandell.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but Owen McCown, I think he picked the wrong receiver there. But still delivered a pretty accurate pass. The coverage was just really, really good. And UTSA will settle for another field goal attempt here on their second drive in the second half.
Here's the 27-yard field goal try from Tate Sandell, and he puts it through. And the Roadrunners have extended the lead to 27-0. 7:23 to play in the third quarter. Back to Conway, South Carolina in a moment. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
Attention football fans, get ready to score big with North Park Subaru's Touchdowns for Charity. During every UTSA football home game, North Park Subaru will be making a game-changing play by donating $1,000 to the Animal Defense League.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Your hair looks so good. I'm telling you, Shea Moisture Scalp and Hair Oils. Shea Moisture Strengthening Oil has rosemary and, peep this, vegan collagen. And the anti-hair fall oil is nutrient dense, girl, with biotin and multi-peptides. Oh, okay then. You've got to try Shea Moisture Scalp and Hair Oils like today or yesterday. Tap to add them to your cart. You know you want to. JCPenney's Super Saturday sale has last-minute gifts and bigger savings for everyone. This weekend through Christmas Day, wrap up your list with our biggest doorbusters. Grab men's dress shirts and pants, now buy one, get one free, in-store only. Scoop up the coziest sweaters starting at $12.99 and get warm Sherpa throws for $14.99 each. Dash away with all the right gifts, all the right prices, all in the nick of time. JCPenney, make it count. Offers valid 12/20 through 12/25. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The all-electric Chevy Equinox EV combines everything you need when you're ready to go EV. Starting at $34,995, the 2025 Equinox EVLT gives you an impressive balance of all-electric range, safety features for peace of mind, and effortless technology, including the 17.7-inch diagonal display screen, all at a price you'll love. The Chevy Equinox EV is the fun-to-drive, all-electric SUV that gives you what you need to do exactly what you want. The manufacturer's suggested retail price excludes tax, title, license, dealer fees, and optional equipment. Dealer sets final price. To learn more, visit Chevy.com/EquinoxEV.
Bud Light proudly welcomes back UTSA fans to the Alamo Dome this year. Bud Light is for the fans. We thank all the fans that attended UTSA games this year at the Dome. I got to get my dates right because the A&M game next year is the 30th. So that means the Texas State game is the 7th. And the Incarnate Word game is the 14th, and the trip to Colorado State is the 21st. We'll know the rest of the schedule probably sometime in February, and then we'll know times for some of the games in June or July.
The 30th and then the 2nd?
Yeah, I think that's right. The 30th is a Saturday next year, and that's when the Texas A&M game is. Here we go with another Tate Sandell kickoff. And he'll boot it from right to left with the Roadrunners leading 27-0. End over end kick and another fair catch called by Taylor. And it does hit in the end zone, so they don't have to actually catch it. And UTSA will be back on defense. We're pitching a shutout so far.
Yeah, the defense has been stout. Can't say enough about what Brandon Brown has done. He's got 5 tackles, 4 solo tackles, 2 sacks on the day. It's just been a remarkable performance by this defense to hold so far Coastal Carolina with 137 total yards. Neither passing or rushing is to 100 yards yet.
2 wide receivers on the right side, a wing back and a wide receiver go left for the shot of clears. They throw a pass to the right sideline, and it's nowhere near Jamison Tucker. I don't think he saw it. And it's incomplete, so it'll be second down.
Actually, he was right behind another receiver a little further down the field, and maybe he thought it was intended for that one because it was so poorly thrown to him.
Well, there's two guys in the same vicinity. That's too bad. Once somebody's running the wrong route, Tucker leaves. It may have been him. It'll be second down.
Tad Hudson has just been under pressure today. He ran into a buzzsaw as his first start against a UTSA defense.
Here's a option play for Hudson. He gets nailed at the 22-yard line, and he's lucky to hang on to the ball because UTSA hit him right in the breadbasket, and it was Martavius French. And he's another one of those guys that loves to play football, and the Chanticleers have third down and 12.
Yeah, he came up and put a hit on Hudson that shut down that play immediately. You hit the nail on the head, Andy. He was lucky to hold on to the football.
He drops back in the gun. Braden Bennett stands right next to him. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. UTSA jump. This is going to be a free play. And Hudson's going to try to fire one deep downfield, and it's going to be dropped. It should have been caught by Jamison Tucker in between 2 players at the 40-yard line. But now we're going to do this play over.
Defense number 31 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty.
That's on Vic Shaw, so it'll be third down and 7, and they'll get one more chance to keep this drive alive.
With all that noise and feedback, I'm praying there's no more penalties in this game. That's all I can say. Bleeding ear already. But is that kind of symbolic of the day, Ed? He has a free play. He has a receiver open. Receiver drops the ball.
Third down and 7 from the 28. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Everybody inside the hash mark. Back to pass Hudson. Under pressure. Downfield. Over everybody's head. Incomplete. Good defense over on the far side by Elliott Davidson. And it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punting team again for the Chanticleers.
Well, the offense is trotting off the field, but I don't see the punting. There it comes. I just thought, hey, you know what? Never mind. Nothing's going right. Carpenter going to have to shield those eyes. Pat Evans pointed out that receiver for Coastal Carolina probably had problems seeing that ball because looking back into the sun.
Here's another punt. This is not a very good one, but Chris Carpenter's got to get out of the way of it. And it's going to bounce inside the 25 and be stopped at the 23. And Chris is trying to get out of the way, and people are shoving and pushing him. This may be a penalty on Coastal Carolina.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a penalty on Carpenter because he got very aggressive in there, and these guys are doing their best. This has been chippy a lot of the game, and now I believe they're going to come down with a hammer right here on Chris Carpenter.
The Coastal player was trying to push him into the ball.
Yes, exactly, and Chris took exception to that. And then that's how things started getting pushed. It could be offsetting as well. I'm not sure, but I think Chris Carpenter will be involved in this penalty one way or another. And I don't blame Chris on this one. I mean, it was just they were trying to push him into the ball, and he wasn't going to go there.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Receiving team number 5. The penalties half the distance to the goal. That's number 5's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. First down.
So far in this game today for Coastal Carolina, they punted every possession except for one, and they turned it over on downs.
That was a terrible call.
That's 7 punts now for the Chanticleers, plus they had the other drive where they turned it over inside the 5-yard line.
I have no problem with Chris Carpenter being called on that, but they should have probably added the Coastal Carolina guy in there for trying to shove him into the ball.
Officials were right there. They should have called it both ways. It was a terrible call.
All right, first down for the for Roadrunners at the 12-yard line. Single setback is Brandon High, I believe, and McEwen goes in motion. And they're going to play fake it, and McCohen's going to roll out to his left and then dump it over the middle, caught by Overmeyer at the 15. Still on his feet and gets to the 17-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard pickup. And it will be second down and about 5 or so for UTSA as Roadrunners get back to the line as quickly as they can.
Andy, here's a question for you. Eddie Lee Marburger is in the transfer portal.
He is.
Do you think he sees some playing time in the fourth quarter?
I would imagine if this game's over with, and in about another, I'd say 2 or 3 possessions into the into the fourth quarter, maybe 1 or 2, depending on the time. There is an injured Coastal player that they're attending to right now, but he's going to get off the field. I do think we'll see Eddie Lee, and I don't know this for a fact, but the stories are that he may go back to UTRGV, where he is from, and Travis Bush, who was UTSA's offensive coordinator during the Larry Coker days, is the head coach, and UTRGV is starting its first season next year of a Division I football. So,
well, he's a local hero down there for sure.
He would be a great fit and probably the best player on their team. And when he walked on campus, I don't know that that's where he's going, but it's logical. All right, here we go on second down for UTSA. Martin in motion behind the backfield. Here's McCann to throw. He throws it to Bryson. It's a terrific catch. He's going to lose 2 yards because he caught it at the 15-yard line, and he had to jump so high to catch it that the defense was able to get there and knock him down.
You know, back to Eddie Lee, I think he's done everything he's ever been asked to do here as well. I don't think Jeff Traylor has any animosity whatsoever towards Eddie Lee wanting to go someplace he can start. And, you know, he's been a great backup for UTSA, and obviously wish him nothing but the best. And I hope he does get a chance to play this afternoon.
2 wide receivers go to the right and 2 go to the left. And there is a running back in the backfield that is Donnell. So, and now we're going to get a timeout by Jeff Traylor to talk about what they're going to do here on third down.
UTSA, that's their first 30 seconds.
I'll say this as well. Jeff Traylor talked earlier in the week about transfer portal and players that are in the portal that may go someplace. And some UTSA players have already chosen schools that they're going to go to for next year, and 3 of them are not here. But the ones that said they walked into the office, and the reason for transferring wasn't necessarily money or NIL. It was, I have been beaten out here, and the guy ahead of me, unless he gets hurt, I'm not going to replace. And Kavorian Barnes was one that has fallen deep on the depth chart. And so the likelihood with all these young running backs of him playing next year isn't good. So he'll go somewhere where hopefully he can play. And I think the same thing for Eddie Lee is, you know, Owen McCown is the quarterback for the foreseeable future unless something happens.
Solid.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 7 back at the 15-yard line. 2 wide receivers either side. Ball's on the left-hand hash. Snap it to McCown. He drops to throw under a little bit of pressure. Now fires one downfield, intercepted at the 30-yard line. That was not a good pass that time. And Shane Bruce, I have no idea where he was throwing it because there was no one in the vicinity. And UTSA turns it over. And the Chanticleers have their best life and maybe best starting field position of the day.
Yeah, that play didn't look right from the snap. I mean, as soon as the ball snapped back, it seemed like Owen was under pressure. And he exacerbated the situation by trying to get rid of the ball and just having nothing on it and throwing it right into the hands of a Chanticleer.
Shane Bruce.
And now Coastal Carolina with some really good field position at the UTSA 34.
All right, let's see what the defense can do here. They're pitching a shutout so far, and they want to make sure they're able to do that. And they're going to go Wildcat as Hudson goes out as a wide receiver, and they'll snap it to Braden Bennett, the running back. And he'll run to the left, and now they're going to flip it to Hudson, who wants to throw it, and he's going to get nailed in the backfield and lose a bunch of yards back to the 41-yard line.
That is absolute textbook way to play right there. I'm trying to see the number. Is that number 9?
That was Owen Pee-wee.
Yeah, he pursued behind the line of scrimmage instead of just willy-nilly running towards the other side of the field on the reverse. He read it. He ran behind the line of scrimmage, and there was nowhere for Coastal Carolina to go with that one, in a big loss on the play.
2nd and 17 now. No, 2nd and 21. It's a loss of 11 back to the 41-yard line. They send a man in motion to the right. Back to pass is Hudson. Screen pass over the middle to Bennett and nailed at the 40. And he's going to lean forward to the 39 and only pick up a couple of yards.
Another Caddyshack play with Judge Smales. You'll get nothing and like it.
And UTSA with
Spalding.
2 big plays on defense makes it 3rd down and 19 for Coastal Carolina, just inside the 40-yard line in UTSA territory.
This defense has just been so good this year. maybe a little over-aggressive early in the year, but they haven't given up much in the last several weeks, and they're not giving up anything today. Basically 129 yards total offense for Coastal Carolina.
It's a third down and a bunch. Back to pass is Hudson. Steps up. He's got to run. The ball's knocked away. Hand loose. And UTSA pounces on it, but nope. The Chanticleers got there first. But it's a loss all the way back to the 44-yard line. UTSA got a strip, but they couldn't come away with the ball.
Rolling on the field as the ball was fumbled and recovered by the offense.
The clock ticking on that ability to get a turnover and extend that streak.
Yeah, they're certainly trying for that. I'll tell you what, though, pitching the shutout would be similar to get the turnover.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they'd love to see that goose egg up there.
And in a way, I'm a little bit surprised, but it is 4th and 23, so they'll punt again. And it's every possession for the Chanticleers has either been a punt or a turnover on downs. And this will be their 8th punt of the day, and Chris Carpenter stands back at the 5-yard line. As Sebafundi, now they're going to throw a fake, and it's downfield, and there's your interception, and there's the takeaway. UTSA takes it at the 15-yard line.
You know, as far as Coastal Carolina, that's as good as a punt.
It is.
So it doesn't kill them.
It's a turnover.
But it extends the UTSA streak of games with a turnover.
Sebafundi, the punter, the 22. Yeah, Sebafundi, the punter, tried to throw it to one of the gunners going downfield, and I think that's Elijah Newell that comes up with a pick, and he's going to go ring the triangle of toughness over here as they get out the Thor's hammer.
I'm hoping that Ed will get down there and turn that mic on, and we can hear the triangle of toughness. They're going to go down and play in the beach. The entire punting team is going down to the beach. Are they going to throw a flag on that? They
probably
did throw a flag on that. Come on, man. Let these guys have some fun. This is a bowl game.
Yeah, the entire defensive unit after the takeaway ran downfield. There's a kind of a sandbox with a
After
couple
the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, penalties have to distance to the goal, first down.
Jeff is, I'm just going to say it, Jeff is pissed. He is some kind of upset.
Yeah.
He is chewing on that referee. Why not let these kids have some fun?
There's a couple of Adirondack chairs down here in the end zone in a sandbox to kind of give you that beach vibe, and the players all went down there. They were going to do snow castles in the sand.
Jeff is still chewing on. Is that the same guy that made the bad call? Because that would be 2, and he should be ejected.
Here's a handoff and coming left for UTSA out to the 9-yard line. And it was a 2-yard pickup.
I'm waiting on the guys to come over here. I'm right by the triangle of toughness.
Well, they may not do it now. They got a penalty thrown on them. They may feel, that referee probably doesn't like puppies either. I mean, come on, let these kids have some fun.
It was actually Jakevian Rogers that got the pick on the taking care of the gunner downfield. So here comes UTSA on 2nd down and 9. They send Amador in motion, snap it to McCown, hand it up the middle. Running to the left is Henderson, and he gets back to the line, and that's it. It'll be 3rd down coming up.
There we go.
So good for Jakevian Rogers to get his name in the UTSA record book for the year and get that pick. And reading the play, too, because the gunner going downfield turned to receive a pass, and UTSA was able to pick it off. 3rd down and long coming up here. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off again. And Donnell breaks one tackle, tries to get outside, and then gets horse-collared, but no call at the 11-yard line. And UTSA is going to have to punt it away as we'll be under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. And Bryson Donnell's okay as he gets up off the ground.
Well, he did. Donnell did kind of a Robert Henry type of stiff arm that he just, put a little water on the Coastal Carolina guy and he might grow because he got planted. And as he was getting planted, he grabbed on and pulled Newell down with him.
Hurt his right ankle a little bit on that play.
So Trey Taylor goes back deep again to receive the kick. And here's Hogan to kick it away for UTSA. He'll get it off around the goal line. Rugby-style kick up in the air. Taylor's not going to call. No, it does call for the fair catch at the 50. And with 18 seconds to play in the third quarter, now Taylor flops to try to get a call, but
Man, I didn't know LeBron James was playing for the Coastal Carolina. That's the best flop in a long time. They should throw a flag on that for bad acting.
or for flopping.
I mean, that wouldn't even be in a B movie. That'd be like a D movie.
So the Chanticleers will have it right at midfield with 18 seconds to play in the third quarter. UTSA still pitching the shutout. It's 27-0 Roadrunners.
What did he think he was going to accomplish with that?
I think he was trying to get a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on UTSA, but it was right in front of the officials. I mean, the world could see that he was flopping.
Method actors are the worst.
He did not get taught by Manu Ginobili, because Ginobili was always better than that.
He would have gotten the call, too. Yes. First down. Here's a play fake and a throw to the left side. Caught and hit immediately at the 45-yard line. Ty Milton again comes in there to stop Jamison Tucker after he made the catch. It's a gain of 5 to the UTSA 45, and that will be the last play of the third quarter. UTSA on top 27-0 as we get ready for the
end of the third quarter.
This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
You know when you said come over for the fight? We thought you meant your house.
You guys want another round of Bud Lights?
Service is better here. And so is the beer.
Bud Light is back as the official beer sponsor of UFC. Enjoy responsibly.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Lots of things on the schedule, and a bad hair day is never one of them. Shea Moisture's new scalp and hair oils are a crucial part of any hair care ritual if you want that effortlessly, naturally beautiful look. Shea Moisture Strengthening Oil keeps the scalp refreshed with rosemary and vegan collagen, while the Anti-Hair Fall Oil's nutrient-dense biotin and multi-peptides formula shields your strands for less breakage. For strong, replenished hair, try Shea Moisture Scalp and Hair Oils today. Tap now to shop.
This is the famous footwear that everyone has on their holiday wish list. So don't wait to make it famous. Whether you're searching for their favorite character shoes or the hottest sneakers, slippers, and boots, Famous Footwear has the newest styles from Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, Timberland, and more. Unwrap Famous today and make everyone's holidays merry with buy one, get one half off at your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Life is an act of constant reinvention. That's true for you and for cars. Nissan reimagined the all-new Kicks around you. The Bose Personal Plus sound system with speakers in the headrests keep you in the groove, while the Nissan Safety Shield 360 technologies keep you safe. If Nissan reinvented the Kicks, you can reinvent yourself. Drive the all-new reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation. Nissan Safety Shield technologies can't prevent all collisions or warn in all situations. See Owner's Manual for important safety information.
iHeartRadio. Soundtrack. Flashback.
Was there anything Queen couldn't do? Flash Gordon hit screens in 1980 and gave us a soundtrack / Queen album for the ages. The Flash theme still conjures positive vibes to this day.
For more great movie soundtrack hits, check out Popcorn Radio on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey fans, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance members get 2 free tickets to Roadrunners football, basketball, and baseball games when you redeem online. Become a Texas Farm Bureau Insurance member and visit goutsa.com/TFB tickets to learn more. The Roadrunners enter the fourth quarter with a 27-0 lead. And this will be the last 15 minutes of the season for UTSA and for Coastal Carolina. And it's another 249 days before the Roadrunners and Texas A&M play football again. We'll tell you more about that in the postgame show. UTSA will have home games with Incarnate Word and Texas State, and road games with the Aggies and with the Rams at Colorado State next year before the conference season. The schedule is going to be very similar to next year. with the exception of South Florida and Charlotte on the schedules. UTSA will still play Rice and North Texas and Army.
A video running on the video board right now of the senior class and the things that they've done and just how good they've been. And this class is very near and dear to Jeff Traylor. These are his guys.
2nd down and 5 from the 45. 2 wide receivers right, wing back right, running back to the right. We get a whistle. And I believe we're going to have a false start.
Number 18, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That is the 8th Chanticleer penalty for 66 yards. And it will be 2nd down and 10 coming up. And they move the ball back to the 50-yard line.
2nd down.
2 wide receivers on the far side. They stay in that same formation. Hudson, the quarterback, will take the snap, play fake it. Roll is going to try to fire downfield. He's got a guy wide open. It's going to be caught by Graves, and Coastal Carolina is going to score.
Well, on that play, Tyann Milton fell down.
And that is something that UTSA has experienced in the early part of the year where they've had defensive backs just literally slip. And that time, Tyann Milton did. And the Chanticleers are on the board with 14:52 to go in the game.
Well, he was going to get run by anyway. I just saw the replay. The reason he fell down is he got faked out of his jock strap. And when he turned around, he grabbed for the receiver to kind of slow him up, and he missed and he fell down. So really good route run, nice pass, and Coastal Carolina finally gets on the board.
The 15-yard penalty being forced on the kickoff. That's number 4's first of the game.
So that is Bryson Graves who caught it. And I guess he was a little bit too much in celebration. And they're going to give him 15-yard penalty. And that's going to be 9 penalties for 81 yards now against Coastal Carolina. And here's Cade Kinsley for the extra point. And that is up and good. And the score is 27-7. We have 14:52 to play in the fourth quarter.
I guess Graves hadn't seen the scoreboard.
Yeah, and UTSA will get the ball back and try to get those points back and get the lead back to where it was. Timeout on the field. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
If you're listening to this and you're not already keeping it easy in your backyard with Bud Light, well, consider this message a gentle reminder. Your backyard is waiting, and so is that Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then somebody walks into the elevator and says,
Happy Friday.
Then you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Can't get enough of Shea Moisture. Me neither. Then go ahead and get your shopping cart ready, because there's even more to love with their new scalp and hair oils. Shea Moisture Strengthening and Anti-Hair Fall Oils are lightweight and blended with ingredients designed to nourish and revitalize your hair. Yet another great thing from Shea Moisture, but I'm not complaining. Tap now to shop Shea Moisture Scalp and Hair Oils.
This is the famous footwear that everyone has on their holiday wish list. So don't wait to make it famous. Unwrap Famous today and make everyone's holidays merry with buy one, get one half off at your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Everyone's invited to the most action-packed, triple-double drama-filled holiday party of the season, the NBA on Christmas Day. Come see the Spurs take on the Knicks. Meet the Mavs and the T-Wolves under the mistletoe.
What a gift!
Watch the Sixers and the Celtics light up the court.
Stuffed like a stocking!
Feast on a battle between the Warriors and the Lakers, and cap off the celebrations with the Suns and the Nuggets. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus.
Do you like enjoying a Bud Light while cheering on the Roadrunners? Then you can win the ultimate tailgate package from Bud Light. Just take a selfie in UTSA gear with a Bud Light and tag it Buds Up, or submit your photo. Go UTSA.com/promotions, and you're eligible to win all season long. The update on that takeaway streak, the streak was 22 coming into the game, so it's now 23 consecutive games that UTSA has gotten a turnover on defense. And now the Chanticleers will kick it away. And because they're going to have to kick it from the 20-yard line, Chris Carpenter is going to have a chance to return one here. Remember, he has one of he had a kickoff return last season. And he had a punt I think he had a kickoff return this season, too. So he's got the only two in UTSA history.
What, in Temple?
He took one back. Houston Christian, I think. It was
late season, I thought.
Maybe so. Here we go with the kick. And end over end, and Carpenter's going to field it at the 7. Comes up the middle, 15, 20, 25, deer right 30, 40-yard line, 50-yard line. See you later. Chris Carpenter's going to take it to the house, 93 yards. He's got another one. Touchdown, UTSA.
My gosh, the near sidelines opened up like Moses parting the Red Sea.
The lane integrity for Coastal Carolina completely fell apart.
Disintegrated. Yeah, I mean, the near sideline, we had a great view of it from up here. And Carpenter started to the middle, and I think he was, there's so much room over here, you could feel the room. And he cut it to the near sidelines and was gone. No one was going to catch him.
Yeah, by the time he got to midfield, it was lights out. And especially with Chris's speed, and Sandell tacks on the extra point. And the Roadrunners now lead it 34-7 with 14:40 to play. And now Tate Sandell can wear out his leg a little more and kick off again.
He's got a whole 249 days to rest that leg.
Knowing him, he'll be practicing tomorrow.
Well, he's got spring ball, so he'll be kicking in spring. It was really nice last night at the hotel. We got to meet Michael Petro's mom and dad. He's a kicker as well, and actually made the comment that once Tate's done, his son's going to get an opportunity to kick because Tate's so good. It's no reflection on Michael Petro. He's a freshman out of Flower Mound Marcus High School. It's just Tate Sandell is, he's darn near automatic. Powerful leg and accurate.
And talk about, watching a kid grow up and the maturation. We go back to 2 years ago at UAB where he was just the kickoff guy because Hunter Duplessis was kicking the field goals in the point after. And he had the onside kick.
Yeah.
And just, elated that he was able to pull that one off.
Maybe the iconic dance of all time when he got that onside kick.
This one's popped up in the air, and it is going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line. And that means that we'll come out to the 25, and that's where Coastal Carolina will set up scrimmage. Save time after the game by ordering Taco Cabana online at tacocabana.com or on the MyTC loyalty app. Sign up for great rewards and exclusive offers only at Taco Cabana. UTSA women's basketball on Saturday afternoon from Charlotte. And that game will get underway at 12:30 on the Bowl 93.3. Actually, that's Sunday afternoon. Here's the snap and a handoff to Bennett coming to the left. Breaks one tackle, does not break the second one. Gets to the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
Well, let me tell you, Elliot Davidson made that tackle possible because there was a lot of room, and he held up the running back long enough for two UTSA defenders to come in there and mop it up. But Elliot Davidson made that play.
Devin Martin comes in to make the tackle. Here's a second down play. Empty the gun as Bennett goes in motion. Throw it to him out of the backfield. He comes upfield to the 30, spins backwards, and then gets a block and comes sideline left. He's to the 40-yard line, and he's going to be ushered out of bounds at the 47. So that's going to be a nice gain. out to the 47-yard line, a gain of about 14 yards.
Like to see big number 99, Ty Leonard, out there in pursuit. He's a big young man, but running sideline to sideline and doing everything he can to help this team. He's a junior. Should see him back next year.
Well, he redshirted this year. He played earlier in the year, but played only in 4 games. This game does not count towards your redshirt seasons. You can count this as an extra free game. Here's a pass out in the backfield to Tucker. Tucker's going to run to the right and get out of bounds at the 45, 46-yard line. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. But Jameis and Tucker, they throw a little screen as he was coming out of the in motion behind the formation. 2nd down and 10 coming up here.
Coastal Carolina just on that play went over 200 yards of total.
And UTSA's over 400, so they've doubled them up. 2 wide receivers on both sides of the formation. Ball's on the right-hand hash mark. 2 minutes gone by in the 4th quarter with the Roadrunners up 34-7. Empty the gun. They throw a screen pass out in the left flat. It's caught at the 48-yard line and wrestled to the ground is Zachary Wiedner. He gets his first opportunity to play today, and he was the motion man out of the backfield that caught the pass. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Jacavion Rogers, a freshman at a Dangerfield, jumped out there. Jeff Traylor now playing a bunch of young men that we'll be seeing in the future. So remember that name, Jacavion Rogers.
Malik Viega comes wide left. There's a wide receiver in the slot left and right, and a split end over on the right side as well. It's 3rd down and 7. Graves goes in motion. Back to pass Hudson. Fires over the middle. Caught, but short of the first down at the 46-yard line. They're going to give him the 45. The receiver was Zach Courtney. It's 4th down and about 1 or 2, and the offense is going to stay on the field for Coastal Carolina.
You know, who do you think has had the better day as a quarterback, Hudson or Owen McCown?
Owen McCown.
Well, oddly enough, Owen McCown has a worse quarterback rating.
That's because
than
he's loaded
Hudson.
more.
And also the pick, I think, really hurts. But
4th down and 2. They send a man in motion to the right side of the formation. Here's a handoff to Bennett. He's hitting the backfield. He's not going to make it. UTSA is going to turn him over on downs again with a stop at the 45-yard line.
How many times has UTSA done that this year?
A lot.
Well, I might have that number. Let me look through all these pieces of paper.
Well, you'll have a couple of minutes to look because we have another timeout. 11:33 to play in the 4th quarter. The Roadrunners are rolling, leading 34-7. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Go Roadrunners! And when you're looking for another winner, think Ancira.com. Browse through thousands of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs. Shop for your next new Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Can't get enough of Shea Moisture? Me neither. Then go ahead and get your shopping cart ready because there's even more to love with their new scalp and hair oils. Shea Moisture Strengthening and Anti-Hair Fall Oils are lightweight and blended with ingredients designed to nourish and revitalize your hair. Yet another great thing from Shea Moisture, but I'm not complaining. Tap now to shop Shea Moisture Scalp and Hair Oils.
This is the famous footwear that everyone has on their holiday wish list. So don't wait to make it famous. Whether you're searching for their favorite character shoes or the hottest sneakers, slippers, and boots, Famous Footwear has the newest styles from Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, Timberland, and more. Unwrap Famous today and make everyone's holidays merry with buy one, get one half off at your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Hank's the family fixer-upper. He's always got his tools with him. Now that Hank's living with prostate cancer, he's the one who needs help for a change. He asked his doctor about Xtandi and Zalutamide. Extandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Extandi may cause serious side effects, including seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls, and bone fractures. Stop taking Extandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Extandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Extandi. Most common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Extandi.com.
For all your roofing needs, call Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, 485-1553, or online at idealroofers.com. It's the only call you need to make. 10-second station ID on the UTSA Sports Network.
KTKR San Antonio. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
UTSA leads 34-7. Owen McCown still in at quarterback. And I would imagine if UTSA can either take some time off the clock here, we may get a chance to see Eddie Lee finish up the game and finish out his career at UTSA as he's in the portal to go to a place where he'll start next year. Owen McCown's numbers for the day, 21 of 28, 232. Amador's got 7 catches for 110 yards. 3 wide receivers right and 2 to the left. First down for UTSA and an empty gun. McCown looks over a 5-man front for the Chanticleers. He takes the snap, drops the throw, sideline left, caught by Houston Thomas, breaks the tackle at midfield, still going inside the 40, still going towards the 35, push the pile a little bit further forward. He's going to be gang tackled around the 33-yard line. That is going to be a nice gain of about 22 on the play and a first down for UTSA.
Yeah, what an effort still. Houston Thomas, up 34-7, still refusing to go down. A great catch, a great throw, and then a great effort by Houston Thomas.
First down for the Roadrunners. 2 wide receivers on the left and hand it to High, coming right. Cuts at the 30 and breaks a tackle to the 20-yard line. That's Henderson. He's inside the 10 and slung out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Nice run by Henderson that time for UTSA. And the Roadrunners are deep into Chanticleer territory again.
What a burst. There was some really good speed showed there. I wasn't sure he was going to be able to get to the edge, but he does and runs all the way down inside the 15.
We talk about a balanced running game today. UTSA has had 6 players run the football for 193 yards so far on 26 rushing attempts. 2 wide receivers to the right. One of them is Overmeyer. He goes in motion to the left and back to the right. Snap it to McCown, hand it to Henderson coming left, then back up the middle, and he dives inside the 10-yard line, and he'll pick up about 3 or 4 on the play.
That's the 27th carry as opposed to 30 passes. So they've had good balance as well, not becoming one-dimensional. Coastal Carolina, oddly enough, you know, being behind 33 rushes, only 20 passes, but of course Hudson, being a freshman, they were trying to protect him a little bit as well.
Markman left and Hardy right, 2 tight end formation, and they're going to hand it to Henderson again, and he'll move around the 5-yard line. So give him about 4 more on the play, and UTSA will have 3rd down.
All UTSA wants now is that clock to continue to run, and let's get out of here, get the trophy presentation done, and let's get on that plane and head back to much warmer weather.
2 wide receivers are 3 now on the left and 1 to the right. Henderson stays in at running back. Snap it to McCown, and we're going to get a false start.
Wow. 3rd and 3. Now it's going to jump back to 3rd and 8.
False start. Offense number 57. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
That's Ben Rios, the left guard. UTSA, penalty-wise in this game, it's only they've had some. It's going to be their 7th penalty. They've had 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. 1, I think Jeff's okay with when they celebrated after the stop on defense.
He's not going to get on to the kids about it, but he may mention it to the officials at least one more time.
Here's McCown in the gun on 3rd down and 8 from the 11, so they can get a first down at around the 3. They'll send Sparkman in motion to the left. They fake it to him on the reverse. McCown throws over the middle, caught by Obermeyer, and he's tackled by his shirt at the 10-yard line. Here comes the field goal team to add 3 more to the lead.
That's just a really good play by number 90 for Coastal Carolina. He stayed home.
Cohen Fuller's a big guy at 6'3" and 300, plays in that nose tackle position, and he's the one that got the tackle.
Well, I'm glad you can find his name because it's not on the roster anywhere. It's number 90.
Here's Tate Sandell to add 3 more. He's had a busy day today. Spot this at the 18. It'll be a 28-yard field goal from right in the middle of the field. Cale Hogan holds it, and it is through again. And UTSA extends the lead to 37-7. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaling Auto Group.
Grilling is a year-round tradition in Texas, and HEB has everything you need to become the master of the grill. So get everything to satisfy your cravings, from HEB Prime 1 Dino ribs and brisket steak burgers.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep, drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Can't get enough of Shea Moisture? Me neither. Then go ahead and get your shopping cart ready, because there's even more to love with their new scalp and hair oils. Shea Moisture strengthening and anti-hair fall oils are lightweight and blended with ingredients designed to nourish and revitalize your hair. Yet another great thing from Shea Moisture, but I'm not complaining. Tap now to shop Shea Moisture Scalp and Hair Oils.
Supplements are everywhere, but how do you know they're working or not hurting? What if you could get custom-made supplements with the exact ingredients and dosages that work for you? Meet Viome, creator of the world's most advanced microbiome test. This isn't a food sensitivity test. This tells you exactly what you need to eat and avoid based on your body's response to over 370 foods. Viome uses cutting-edge RNA and AI technology to analyze your unique biology and creates a personalized plan to optimize your health. That's not all. They create made-for-you supplements, biotics, and oral care products, all tailored specifically to your results. Whether you want to improve energy, increase focus, or lose weight, Viome offers a personalized plan to help you succeed. It's easy to get started, all from the comfort of your home. Take control of your health journey today and reap the benefits long-term. Visit Viome.com to learn more and get $110 off any test using code IHEART. That's Viome.com. Viome. Your health evolution starts now.
.com. We thank Chicken and Pickle for hosting the Jeff Traylor Radio Show all year long. Chicken and Pickle at UTSA Boulevard at Vance Jackson will also host our basketball radio show starting on January 6th with Austin Claunch and Karen Aston. Chicken and Pickle is at UTSA Boulevard in Vance Jackson. The drive for the Roadrunners was 6 plays and 44 yards. And UTSA now has a 37-7 lead. Tate Sandell to kick it away from left to right. We're coming to you live from the UT Health San Antonio broadcast booth, the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. See how UT Health San Antonio's brightest minds are making lives better at WeMakeLivesBetter.org. Sandell will kick it from left to right, and Taylor's at the goal line again, awaiting his kick. And this one is going to hang up in the air, and Taylor is going to field it and fair catch it at the 7-yard line. Speaking of the basketball radio show, both basketball teams are in action on Sunday, both on the road. The UTSA Women Open Conference play in Charlotte, 12:30 airtime on 93.3 The Bull in San Antonio. And the UTSA men's team is in Army West Point. We'll be up there at a 1:30 airtime for the Credit Human pregame show with the tip just after 2 o'clock. UTSA women have won all of their conference games. They're not conference games except for Stanford and Texas A&M, and they played both of them close. They're going to be one of the favorites in the American Conference this year. They send Graves in motion. They hand it off to Taylor, and he slips as he gets to the line of scrimmage. and he gets back just to the line. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with under 8 minutes to go in the game.
Well, seeing a lot of new numbers out there. Danye Taylor, I'm not sure you can get him off the field.
This is it for him, so he's going to stay out there as long as they'll let him.
I don't see Elliot Davison out there. I don't see Brandon Brown.
Yeah, Ty Milton's at one of the corner spots. Actually, he's playing safety right now, and they have Jamarius Lewis out there and a lot of young guys. Back to pass. Hudson throws sideline right. It's caught at the 27-yard line by Graves on the far side.
Tyon Milton quickly out there. I think for some reason, the way Milton has played today, I think we're going to be saying his name quite a bit in the future.
He was, he had to play a little bit this year in the Tulsa game because he was pretty deep on the chart, but when all the defensive backs got hurt. But he's going to be a good one for UTSA coming into the future. Here we go on 3rd down and 7 from the 28, moving right to left with the wind. But trailing 37-7 are the Chanticleers. Here's a pass down the right sideline, and this one's batted up in the air incomplete, but there's a flag down, and I think UTSA jumped off sides. Either that or it's an illegal formation. Let's see.
Offside. Defense number 42 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
That's Damon Wimberly. If you go back to the Tulsa game, Wimberly had the strip sack in the touchdown off to the recovery. And he's coming out as they put John Jones back in the game. He'll be back next year for UTSA.
I tell you what, you would think that this is a 37-35 game, the way Jeff Traylor just chewed on his butt coming off the field.
3rd down and 2. Hudson to throw. Zips one over the middle. It's going to be caught for a 1st down to the 38-yard line. And with 6.5 to go in the game, a fresh set of downs for Coastal Carolina, and they're going to go into a hurry-up offense. Hudson sends 2 wide receivers to either side, takes the snap again, drops the throw, up in the pocket, slips the tackle, now runs to the 40, and then is sandwiched at the 43-yard line. And UTSA kind of played off of that because they could have had a lot more difficult hit than they did. And now we're going to get a flag in the backfield. Let's sort this play out.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 90. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down. That's number 90's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
It was away from the play, so I have no idea what Shadera Otutu did. He's a freshman from Pflugerville. He'll be one of the rotating defensive linemen next year for UTSA. That pushes.
UTSA, that's their 2nd.
You know why this timeout's being called.
Yeah, stop making penalties.
Jeff, you get your head out your fanny and start playing football the way we've taught you to play, not being a bunch of mouthy guys. Win with class, guys. That's what we're looking for. You're up by 30. Act like you're supposed to be there.
So we're down to 6:14 to play in the game. There will be a presentation after the game as well. We'll have an opportunity at some point to visit with Jeff Traylor and a couple of players as well. As many as we can before we all get on a bus, head to the airport, and fly out of here.
Yeah, I didn't catch all of it, but his veins were bulging from his neck. So I'm assuming it was a very similar themed conversation.
I bet Fanny was not used, though.
All right. They're going to send Graves in motion back into the backfield, and they're going to pitch it on the reverse to Hudson. He has a nice cut up the middle, gets to the 40, to the 30, and chased down from behind at the 31-yard line. And it was Vic Shaw that tracked him down, but it's a gain to the 25, and a 1st down for Coastal Carolina with under 6 minutes to go.
Zechariah Robinson also down there trying to get his – he does make the tackle. That's a freshman out of Brookshire Royal High School in Brookshire, Texas. I mean, you got to love to see a 295-pound guy with that kind of movement and speed to get up there and effort.
5:35 to play. Graves in motion to the left. Back to pass again as Hudson fires over the middle, incomplete. And Graves got let down Hudson got let down there that time because he had Brooks Johnson open. The ball may have been slightly behind him, but that's one Johnson should have had.
A lot of fresh faces out there for UTSA. I'm scrambling with the
Shadero Tutu's back in, Ty Leonard's back in, and Damian Wimberly's in at defensive end. They also have Marcellus Wilkerson in. He'll be a outside linebacker in that money backer position that Owen Pee-wee and Danye Taylor have anchored this year. Here's a handoff to Bennett, running right. Not much running room. Gets a yard or two to the 24.
Dumas came up to make that tackle. Basically, right now, you're seeing Coastal Carolina pad their stats a little bit. They're up to 240 yards of total offense, 241 just changed. 85 on the ground, 156 through the air.
5 minutes to go in the game, 37-7, UTSA leads. Coastal Carolina calling out the signals. Hudson back to throw, scrambles out to his left. Now he's going to try to throw, hit as he throws to the end zone. It's incomplete. And a lot of pressure that time from UTSA. I think they got Wilkerson to harass him, but the ball was thrown out of the back of the end zone. And it will be 4th and 9, and UTSA can...
Pass interference, defense, number 22.
Okay, well, not. So they'll get a fresh set of downs on that. The ball was... I don't think Elijah Newell was guarding the guy that the ball was intended for.
The flag was down at the 8-yard line. Nowhere near the back of the end zone.
Yeah, the ball was thrown 20 yards away from where Elijah Newell was. So that moves the ball down to the 9-yard line. And Coastal Carolina is in the red zone here with 4:48 to play and 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, ESPN didn't pick up the pass interference. So
2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Hudson in the gun. Bennett to his right. Now to his left. Now he'll stay there for now. And they have a wing back on the left as well. UTSA with a 3-man front, 2 stand-up ends. Hudson to throw, slant pattern, caught for a touchdown. Caught by Seneca Mackay, and Coastal Carolina is going to get a cheap touchdown here late in the 4th quarter.
And you still have a UTSA player talking with the other sideline. He's got to stop that. Vic Shaw over there, John, pointing at the scoreboard.
So they're going to go for 2, it looks like, because the offense is still out there. The score is 37-13.
Any wagers on if they kick this off to Chris Carpenter again?
Well, they kicked it to Chris. It was because of that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the touchdown. Here's the snap to Hudson from an empty gun. Fires to the middle. It is caught for a 2-point conversion for Coastal. And it makes it 37-15 with 4:43 left. So the Roadrunners give up a second score here in the second half after pitching the shutout in the first half.
After play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 1. 15-yard penalty reinforced on the kickoff. That's number 1's first.
And that means that Chris Carpenter will get another chance. You just asked me that. Maybe Chris Carpenter could get 2 kickoff returns in the same game.
That would be a record as well, but since he's the only one that has ever taken one back anyway.
He's got 2 now, and he could go for 3 right here. Roadrunner fans, Credit Human is proud to be an official sponsor of the Roadrunners. Check them out at credithuman.com and go Runners.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the Frostbank postgame report coming up at our conclusion today. And we'll hear from Jeff and the players, recap the game, a quick scoreboard as well, and whatever else we can squeeze into the last 40 minutes of the season before the Roadrunners head back to the barn and get ready for Christmas and spring football in March.
You know, someone else we haven't called their number out a whole lot today, but has been a huge factor in this UTSA defense is Jamal Ligon.
Yeah,
he's only had a couple of tackles today, but he has obviously been a force. I think he started from the time he walked on
day one, right? Day one. First day he got here, he was starting middle linebacker, and that has not stopped.
You think he gets an invite to a camp?
I think so. I don't know that he'll make a team because of his size. Here's the kickoff line drive. It's going to be picked up by Bryson Adell, 30. Comes to the 40, still going 50, and then gets up into there at the right, just shy of the 50-yard line at the 49. And let's see if it's Owen or Eddie Lee that gets to run the offense here for the last 4:36.
Owen's walking into the huddle.
Eddie Lee's still on the bench.
Yep, he is. So it'll be Owen to run the offense here. I would imagine that this is going to be handoff. UTSA is going to try to get 2 or 3 first downs and end the game. They'll pass if they need to, or if they see a defensive look that gives them that opportunity. But they have great field position at the 49-yard line, and McCown stays in there with Henderson, the running back. 2 wide receivers tight to the left. They hand it to Henderson. He's up the middle, 40-yard line, 30-yard line. Actually, that's Mekhi Anderson, and he's going to score a touchdown. Or is it Bryson Adell? Nope, it's Henderson. I got it right the first time. It's Henderson into the end zone for a UTSA touchdown, and they have added 6 more, and it's 43-15, and there was no resistance that time.
Wow. Well, the rushing game has put up 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 8.6 per carry. We've had runs of 51, 35, 17, 19. It's just been the running game has arrived, and it seems like it's got plenty of people to carry it on for next season, too.
It sure does. Here's the extra point. They get the extra point that time as Allen comes in to kick it and give Tate Sandell a rest. But Chase Allen puts it through, and the Roadrunners now lead at 44-15 with 4:28 to play, and they've opened up that 29-point lead again.
Well, that was a great burst of speed as well. Not just power from high. Now you've got Henderson with a bunch of speed. He goes 51 on that one.
Owen McCown's numbers on the day, 23 of 30 for 254, and the rushing attack for UTSA was 250, 504 for the day, and they're 4 yards away from being dead even on both sides of the ball. Coastal Carolina's rushed for 85 and thrown for 165. And UTSA will kick it away one more time to Coastal. Will Henderson's going to be part of UTSA a running back room next year with probably Brandon High and Bryson Donnell. And Mekhi Anderson's another guy that Jeff Traylor loves. So the running back room is deep. And we all know that at any one point, you cannot have enough running backs. You cannot have enough offensive linemen. You want to have depth at every position. And right now, the UTSA running back room is pretty good. Here comes Sandell to kick it away, up in the air. And this will be caught by Taylor. And I guess he fair caught it. I never saw his hand go up in the air, but he stopped running.
Yeah, he didn't like the fact that he did it either. And I see why Jeff likes Henderson. He's from Gilman. It showed incredible speed right there. No one was catching him. So one of the Coastal Carolina defensive backs had the angle on him and wasn't able to catch up then either. So 4:28 to go. And if these guys would quit scoring, the clock would continue to run, and we could get to the trophy presentation.
Here's Bennett in the backfield with Hudson, the quarterback. And they line up 2 wide receivers tight to the formation on the right side. And Hudson's going to throw it and fire to the sideline. It's caught and bumped out of bounds immediately. But they're going to keep the clock running as Jamison Tucker was the one that caught it. Clock runs with 4:17 to play in the game, and UTSA up by 29.
You know, UTSA went to 4 bowl games and lost those 4, then won one last year. Now we're on a winning streak.
Yes, you are.
And you got to love that.
3 to the left and 1 to the right for Coastal. Empty the gun with Bennett. Throw it to him in the back, out of the backfield, 30-yard line, and then hit at the 33. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Bennett has been used a lot in the passing game today. That's his 4th catch. He's been targeted 4 or 5 other times where he couldn't catch it.
Jacavion Rogers made that tackle. Good, solid physical tackle there.
3rd and 2 at the 33. And they put Hudson back in the gun with Bennett to his right. And here comes the snap back. And he looks to his left and he hit his throws, and that ball was underthrown. It'll be 4th down. Rogers was in the vicinity of Cameron Wright, the intended receiver on the left side. It'll be 4th and 2 for Coastal Carolina with 3:14 to go.
And the UTSA defensive coaching staff still dialing up stuff to bring blitzes and stunts because they were right in the face of Hudson on that play, and likely the reason it one-hopped to the receiver.
Bennett stays in the game at running back. And it's 4th down and 2. Hudson looks over a 2-man front for UTSA. Throws, hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. The Roadrunners will take over on downs. And with 3:11 to go, UTSA can run out the clock.
Coastal Carolina has all 3 of their timeouts left. I have no idea why they would use them. But coach is coach. I mean, he's got a lot of...
And we have the 2-minute timeout as well.
And he's got a lot of players over there that haven't had a lot of playing time. And this is practice for them. This is reps for them. And one thing I know that coaches continue to do, and that's coach. And Tim Beck wants these guys to get experience and the right experience.
And Eddie Lee Marburger's coming into the game at quarterback for UTSA.
Well, that's good. Eddie Lee's been a loyal, hardworking. He's come in and played some games. Love to see.
And he's got a running back on his right, and he's going to throw a pass instead out in the right flat. It is caught and out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. That was Elliot Burrow that caught that pass. He's another young freshman. The UTSA is looking for good things in the future.
You know what? That gets him in the stat sheet, too.
Demetrius Davis is in the game, but he was lined up as a running back. Davis was a late addition to the Roadrunners this summer, and they think that in the future he may be a specialty quarterback and especially H-back, kind of a Taysom Hill type player that can do a lot of different things in the offense for UTSA. Eddie Lee takes the snap, and he's going to hand it to Davis, and he'll get across the 30-yard line down to the 27, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout with UTSA leading 44-15. And the Roadrunners do need to pick up a first down before they can go into victory formation. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes to go. We'll keep it here during the 2-minute timeout and tell you all the stuff that we got coming up. UTSA
That's the 2-minute timeout.
Yes, we know. The Roadrunner basketball team's in action on Sunday. The women at 12:30 from Charlotte. The men from 1:30 from Army West Point. Conference season begins for the men the following weekend in New Orleans against Tulane. And that's a 5 o'clock tip, so we'll be on the air at 4:30. The first basketball radio show at Chicken and Pickle with Austin Claunch and Karen Aston will take place on January 6th. Both teams in action in conference play throughout the month of January and February and a little bit in March with home games. Baseball's going to start in February. Golf teams will be underway pretty soon in the spring as well. And spring football will happen sometime in March. They have not set a date yet for the spring game, so we'll wait for that. It's usually the second week in April, maybe the third week. We'll see when they're able to set that based on the calendar. And then 249 days from today, we'll be in College Station as UTSA and Texas A&M kick off the 2025 season. The Roadrunners, again, a balanced attack today. 256 passing, 253 on the ground, 509 total. 258 for the Chanticleers. They are going to announce an MVP as well. They asked for our votes a little while ago. I went with Owen. I think that's a no-brainer. I think David Amador is in the mix as well. He had 7 receptions for 110 yards. He also had 68 yards after catch. So a lot of those extra yards as well. The Roadrunners today have thrown it to 8 different receivers. Amador, McHugh, and Overmeyer, High, Thomas, Carpenter, Brow, and Donnell. We have our second kickoff return in the career of Chris Carpenter, so he's going to leave the Roadrunners with a legacy that somebody else is going to have to try to join, as the only two guys that have ever returned to kickoff for a touchdown. Chris also had the first punt return for a touchdown since Kenny Harrison did it against Texas State in 2012. And so the Roadrunners are going to say goodbye to some really good players like Willie McCoy and Chris Carpenter, but they're going to welcome a whole bunch of really good ones back next year. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification on the UTSA Sports Network.
KTKR San Antonio. Listen on the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
And we're coming to you live from the UT Health San Antonio broadcast booth, the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. See, UT Health San Antonio's brightest minds are making lives better at WeMakeLivesBetter.org.
You know, another one I considered for MVP was Brandon Brown.
3rd down and 4. Eddie Lee's going to roll out to his right, dump it to nobody. It's incomplete along the sideline. It'll be 4th down. Roadrunner offense will stay on the field with 1:55 to play. Again, if they get a first down here, they can run out the clock, but they're going to have to pick up those yards or give the ball back to the Chanticleers. Marburger looks over the defense. 3 down linemen and a stand-up in on the left side. 2 linebackers tight to the line. UTSA puts Devin Skura over on the right side of the slot. Here's the snap back to Marburger, and he's looking to throw. Now steps up in the pocket, and he can run for the first down if he wants to. And he will as he gets out of bounds right at the down marker. First down for Eddie Lee Marburger, using his legs to get out of bounds. It's down to 1:47 to go, and the Roadrunners can go to a knee if they want to.
So he's going to get a pass and a run.
Oh, yeah.
So he's really on the stat sheet now. Good for Eddie Lee. You know, I watched him in the state playoffs. He played in the Alamo Dome. He either separated his shoulder, hurt his shoulder, kept playing, in one of the gutsiest performances I've seen. And just really proud that he came to UTSA. And he's been, like I said, a loyal, hardworking, strong backup.
They're going to review this play to see if Eddie Lee Marburger got the first down. And I know the question that everybody asks right now is, who cares? Because the score is 44-15. But one thing that has creeped its way into our sports world over the last several years are the boys in the desert. And while it's going on forever, they make sure that everything is scrutinized. And if he didn't get the down the game, they're going to give the ball to the Chanticleers. They're not just going to move it on and see what happens next. And you can see this in basketball. There may be 0.1 on the clock or 0.4 on the clock, and there's a turnover. They're going to put 0.4 back on the clock and run the last few plays to make sure nobody has any issues whatsoever with the outcome of a game, regardless of whether it's lopsided or not.
Only a coincidence that Sinatra is being piped in on the PA system.
Well, the over has been achieved at this point at 59, and the point spread has been exceeded at this point. So I know they bet play-by-play and stuff like that now too.
After review, the quarterback fumbled the ball short of the line of the game. It went out of bounds and beyond. It is returned to the fumble spot. It is first down, Coastal.
All right, so Coastal will have the ball with 1:47 left. And they do have 3 timeouts if they wanted to practice their 2-minute offense right here, which is basically what they'd be doing. This last 6 or 7 minutes of the fourth quarter has taken about a half hour to get over with the incomplete passes. So UTSA